Ba-dum, da-dum, 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 ba-dum, wow, 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 wow. What's up, Potato? How you doing, boy? We gonna start real soon, boy. Yeah, boy. All right, all right. Let's see, let's see. Let's just do it. Let's just turn that music off and let's start. So, the title of today is Beginner Motorcycle Tips I Wish I Had Known 8 years ago. All right. So the stuff that I wish I learned 8 years ago is when I first started riding. Okay, so that's the big deal. The reason why it's 8. All right. Hopefully everyone's doing a good job. Waiting for everybody to kind of pop in. We got Potato, Dilazar, Alan White. How you doing? This was a surprise. A surprise. Let me turn off monitoring. I think I got this. All right, so if you guys are new to this, okay, so this is gonna be a live stream. This is a full-on live stream. What's up, Leonardo? What's up, Nathan? How you doing? Nathan Owensby, Sean Pinkerton, boy. So here's the thing. What we're gonna do is how we set this up is that the first 10-15 minutes I talk about a specific topic, and then after that we just kind of hang out, chill, answer each other's questions. If I can't answer something, somebody else probably will. But we're gonna be having some fun. Rando stream, Joshua. So basically, here's what's up. What's up, Eric? How you doing? So I'm gonna for the first 10-15 minutes, I will be just talking about the specific topic. I won't be paying attention to the chat box, and for some reason, I just see that the chat box is not up. Let's refresh that. There we go. Chat box is now up. Boom, boom. So you'll ask your question after that. So anyways, here we go. So what we're gonna do is I got 10 tips. I got 10 tips that I wish I knew when I first started riding. Now these are things that kind of might have saved me a little bit of time, a little bit of hassle, but it's always good to have some knowledge and some experience on that. How you doing, Lavato Boys? How you doing? So first of all, let's make it a commitment. All right. So number one, make a commitment and then set a goal. So I see a lot of people saying, "Hey, I'm going to buy a bike. I want to buy a bike. I want to start riding. I want to do this. I want to do that." All right, cool. When are you going to start riding? When are you going to actually do it? So pick an exact date. That's one of those things is that you want to pick an exact date. But Dilzar, damn, I got to go. I'll be back soon, hopefully. Sorry about, yeah, the camera's in and out of focus. It's because I keep moving around. Sorry about that, Dilzar. I saw that your motorcycle engine blew up on Wednesday. So anyways, let's get jump in here. Dwayne Mauri, how you doing? So make a commitment. Make sure that you pick a date. Just pick a date. Let's say today's what? Today's the 23rd. 23rd. Let's say I want to start riding by, I want to start riding by the summer. Okay, that's something that's pretty typical. It's like, yeah, it can't ride right now. I'm gonna ride by the summer. Well, just pick a date. Pick like, let's say March 1st. I'm gonna start riding. Cool. You got that date. Now that you know that, let's do one other thing. So we picked a date. Make sure it's achievable. Make sure okay, well by then I'll have the money. By then there's a class that's coming up in March and April that I could probably take. How you doing, Soupy Gnome? How you doing? So let's say for number 2, number 2 out of the 10 tips that I have for you, take a motorcycle training course. So let's say by your date is tomorrow, Bobby. Yeah, hopefully you got some of this stuff done. So hopefully I'm gonna try to take it off autofocus. I had to redo it, but the thing is, you want to take a motorcycle training course. So let's say March or May 1st is my date. So there's a course in March. So next month there's a course over there that I could take, and then possibly there's a course in like April that I could take. Cool. So start doing that stuff. Start going out and doing it. Start taking here. I took it off autofocus. Boom, boom. No more autofocus in and out. Should not have to do that. So go take a class. Take a class, guys. It's very important to take a class. You learn a lot of stuff, especially if you've never ridden before. You're going to learn how to ride. You're going to learn what you need to do. You're going to learn the rules of the road, why wearing gear is important. Basically, if you watch my channel, you're going to figure out why it's important, why I've been talking about all this stuff for the longest time. And you're going to have formal training on the stuff at the course, and it's going to be well worth it. Trust me, it's going to be well worth it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to have a lot of fun. I teach the MSF BRC1, and I have a ton of fun doing that. So, guys, there you go. So, Pitar, should I buy a Chinese motorcycle? If it's a good one, go ahead. I'll jump back into that question a little bit later. Sorry about that. And I just saw that the chat disappeared. Come on now, chat. Oh, that's why I accidentally moved it. Boom, boom. Perfect. Another thing is buy a motorcycle that is realistic. Okay. So, first of all, you got to buy a motorcycle. So, number 3 is buying a motorcycle. Buy one that's realistic. Let's say you want to go out and you just want to ride around town. So, should you buy a massive, giant adventure bike, like something that's like 1200 cc's, just so you can go the 3 miles to work? Probably not. You're going to spend a lot of money. You're not going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be almost too much of a hassle. You could probably stay in second gear all the way to work. So to be a little realistic on that is that you might want to just buy like a 250 or something small. That way it's not that big of a deal. That way you're actually having fun on the bike. You're not like, man, I can't wait to go home so I can use all this power. You're not having to deal with all those issues. So be realistic on the size of the bike. Remember, more powerful bike, the more awareness, the more situational awareness you're going to have, the more training you're going to have, because as a new rider, you're the person at fault. You're the person that is the new thing. The bike itself is just an inanimate object with some power here and there. So definitely pick a bike that you're comfortable with, and we talked about that a while back. Number 4, make sure you get some gear. Guys, you got to gear up, yo. Gear up. You got to gear up. I did a video on that, so I've done many videos on that. So it's basically 5 pieces of gear, okay? So you have the helmet, you have a jacket, you have gloves, you have pants, and then you have motorcycle shoes or boots. And I see that Potato did a super chat, boys. I don't know why it's not popping up. Super chat, but oh, there we go. Yeah. Super chat at $1. Thank you so much. Thank you, Potato. Hey, Potato, are you going to AZ Bike Week like last year? So definitely get some gear. So one thing that I'd like to do with new people, and that I've been starting to say a lot more often, is that when you budget for a motorcycle, let's just say $4,000. You found a motorcycle for $4,000. Great, awesome, but you don't have any gear. So budget for at least $4,500, $5,000 total. So like $4,000 for the motorcycle, $500 to $1,000 for the gear. So budget for that. Make sure that it's part of the package. When you buy a motorcycle, you have to buy gear. When you buy a car, is there there's options for seatbelts, there's options for airbags, there's options for the A-frame post, B-frame, C-frame. No, it's either you get it or you don't. You either get it or you don't. Okay, so definitely need to go get the full gear. So budget for that. Get a helmet. At minimum DOT in the United States. I highly recommend at minimum ECE. You can find some cheap ECE or inexpensive ECE helmets. Get a jacket, motorcycle jeans, boots, gloves. And if you can't afford all of those pieces, at minimum, get yourself a proper helmet. I'm sorry. I mean, if you can have a traumatic brain injury and your whole body's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter. Your life sucks. If you get an amputated leg because you didn't have full gear, but your head is doing good because you bought a helmet at least, well, you're still alive. You're still alive. So definitely do that. Number five, find a mentor when you first start riding. Okay, this is one thing that I kind of had. And this is why I added this, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Find a mentor and get a buddy system. My buddy Matt, him and I were, he was my mentor, which I just found out recently. He didn't know what the hell he was doing either, so maybe she wasn't the best one, but definitely find yourself a mentor. And oh, what? We got another super chat, new subscriber, a new rider, great advice, and keep up the good work, boys. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. Thank you. Anytime. Great advice and keep up the good work. Thank you. So find somebody that wants to ride. Find somebody that's around your skill level, maybe a little bit more. Definitely as a new rider, you don't want somebody that is brand spanking new with you and you guys are kind of just guessing on what you need to be doing. So hopefully by now you've taken an MSF course. You got your bike. You're at home. Now you need to practice. You kind of have some information. So find somebody that that might know a little bit more, a little bit more about the rules of the road. The thing that you need to get is experience. And what you can siphon off on some of these people is experience. So when you take the MSF course, you get all the tactical, you get all the, it's called, shoot, there's a specific name for it, but it's basically all in your head. And you need to get that didactic type stuff. You need to go out and do it physically. And the hardest part is doing that on your own. So if you have a buddy and you have a mentor that can help you out, very good. Leonardo Cole, yeah. So Dan, please tell folks how to put up cash to keep these great videos up. So guys, if you can, patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. We're going to be doing, the stream goal is 250 total patrons. We're at 242. And if you want to donate, please click streamlabs.com/DanDanTheFireman. Definitely helps. So also, rack up some miles, boys. Oh, Jake, thank you for subscribing. Rack up some miles. Okay, so you did the MSF course. You got all your gear. You have a buddy system. You're starting to do all these things. That's why it's 1 through 10. This is actually a 1 through 10 thing. So now that you have all that stuff, rack up some miles and practice. Go into a parking lot. Go out riding with your buddy. Have a buddy system, because if you crash and you're not with your buddy, hopefully your phone's doing okay. That way it's good to have a buddy. So rack up some miles, practice. Relax. Start practicing those the counter steering. Start practicing your engine braking. Your smooth shifting, all that clutch control stuff. Make sure you go out and practice. Go ride, get some miles on your belt. Definitely practice on empty roads and parking lots to start, but then start adding some more variables like vehicles. Start adding in Start adding in some different hazards. Definitely go do that. So number 7, plan on some setbacks. Okay, so let's say you go out, like I said, once again, we picked the date we're gonna do something. Let's say it's May 1st. Until May 1st, we went and took an MSF rider or BRC1 at least. We found a buddy that wants to ride with me, and then I got all my gear. I went out and bought a motorcycle. Boom, boom, we're ready. Started getting miles under my belt. Now, just remember, some days are different than others. So plan on some setbacks. I wouldn't go on the interstate. Sorry, I didn't mean that. If you don't go on the interstate for fear of not being good enough, just wait a little bit and practice. Tell your friend about the fear. Maybe they can help you out. That mentor, that buddy can help you out and be like, yeah, you know what? It's a little bit scary because the wind's hitting you in the chest. It makes you want to kind of fall off a little bit. But see, here's how you get away from that. Start gripping your tank with your legs. Loosen up top. What's up, New England Endler, Alan White, Eddie Soupy Gnome Dillzar's back. Oh, hi, Bacon. Eddie Scobie's still right there. All right, cool. So let them know about the fear. Maybe they can help you out on that. But definitely plan on some setbacks. Like some days are going to be like a really crappy day for you. It's like, man, I shouldn't have went out and riding. I felt like I wasted 30, 45 minutes of riding, and I should have just stayed home. And if that happens, don't worry about it. It happens. All right, so number 8. So learn how to gear up for a long ride. So both you and your bike. So learn how to use saddlebags if you have saddlebags. Learn how to use a tank bag. Learn how to use a backpack with a bunch of stuff. And learn how to put gear on your bike. You might want to start commuting with more stuff than just a backpack. So like I said, tank bag. Possibly learn how to tie down gear. And then figure out how to affect overall riding. That's very important. It's very important to learn that because, like, let's say you're on your way home from work and you're out riding, and it's like, I have to get groceries, or I have to get something. It's like I can't go home. I don't have time. So you go out to the grocery store, buy some stuff. It's like, okay, how much can I fit on my bike? And you don't know because you never practice. So go out and practice. Get a backpack, get a tank bag, get all those different things. If you want saddlebags, get your saddlebags. You're gonna find out real quick what you and your bike can do. This one's fun. Go out and go on your first overnight trip. Go out of town. Just go out of town. That's one of the first things I did. So you'll learn. Oh, snap. Alex Turner, boys. Alex Turner, super chatted, boys. Thank you so much. Thank you. So go out of town trip. You're going to realize real quick that you don't have the safety of the in-town stuff to oh crap, I gotta go home and I forgot this. It's like you're not gonna be able to. So you're gonna be really familiar with your bike. You're gonna be taken aback by the fact that you don't know the certain roads. So you're gonna have to actually focus more. You're gonna become a better rider. Number 10. We're gonna just have fun. There's absolutely no point in riding a motorcycle if you're not having fun. If you plan on riding a motorcycle and plan on not having fun, or you're not having fun, why are you doing such a dangerous activity? Why are you riding a motorcycle that is dangerous and you're not enjoying it? It's terrible. So if you're not having fun, stay home. Perfectly fine. Drive the car. There's days that I don't feel like riding and I'm not having fun riding, so I just either stay home or I take the car. There's nothing wrong with that. Planning out stuff and having trips and everything and realizing motorcycling is a little bit dangerous. You need to be prepared, have the motorcycle, have all the training, have all the gear. You're going to have to. You're going to have fun. All right? All right. So those are the 10 things that I wish I had known, because there's many times when I first started riding that I wasn't having fun and I thought this wasn't for me. I just had to stick with it and become better. So number 1, make a commitment and then set a goal. So pick a date. Number 2, take a motorcycle training course. Number 3, buy a motorcycle. Number 4, get geared up. Number 5, find a mentor and use the buddy system. Number 6, rack up some miles and practice, boys. Number 7, plan on some setbacks. If you're having a bad day, who cares? Next day is probably not as bad. Maybe something broke on your bike. Go fix it. Have fun with it. Number 8, gear up for the long ride, both you and your bike. So make sure you figure out how to go on longer distance rides with some gear and figure out how your bike handles. There's plenty of stuff online to figure that out. Go on your first overnight trip. Number 9. That is going to be a real eye opener. It's a little bit, I mean, almost like when you did your first trip on a car. But here's the thing: when you're in a car, if something happens, you can always sleep in the car. Motorcycle, not so much. Call yourself a motorcycle rider, boys. Guys, that's number 10. Have fun. Call yourself a motorcycle rider. If you made it to number 10, you've been riding for a while. Yeah, boy. So now that we got through the main topics, now that we got through all the stuff, I am opening this up to the chat. We've been talking for about 17 minutes. I've been doing the stream for probably this topics for 15 minutes. Now, if you are just now joining, we went through the top 10 things. I just did a quick recap. And now we're going to go open this up to... Oh, snap, dog. Chris Bailey super chatted. Catch is you have to pick up some beer this week and then sit down and enjoy. That's one of the tips. Number 11, if you are able to drink, please grab a beer after you've been riding for a long time. Join the After the Ride podcast and hang out with us having a beer. That's why it's called After the Ride, because we drink. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, boys. All right. So now we're going to open it up to the chat. If you have anything to add to the 10 things that I said, we had one more thing. So now we're at number 11. Number 11 is to get some beer so that after you're done riding, you can sit down and enjoy it. That's important. So we're going to start from there. ENJ4321. When you park your bike and it's outside sitting on your lawn or dirt, remember rain will wash out the foundation underneath it. If the dirt underneath your bike gives way, your bike will drop. Exactly, that has happened to me. That's happened to me on asphalt. The asphalt will actually melt during the summertime here. And my side stand, oh snap, once I get distracted. Getting distracted. Sean Pinkerton, make sure you have a clear face shield or safety glasses if your helmet on came with tint. We're going to get back to that. We're going to add that as number 13 real quick. So one second. Number 12 is the dirt will wash underneath you. Yes, that will happen. So one thing you can do is get those little hockey pucks, those little kickstand, side stand pucks. Those will help. But preferably, try your absolute best to put that side stand, put that kickstand, put your bike on concrete. Concrete's very important. If you notice, at some dealerships, they'll actually have a motorcycle parking only, and it's usually pavement. It's the asphalt, but then there's like a little little section of concrete. That's where your side stand goes. Okay, little tidbit. Joshua, also, if you don't have time to hit a dealer to sit on bikes, look up Cycle Ergo and see how you look on certain bike. That is a good one, Joshua Cordo. So what he's doing, he's talking about Cycle Ergo. Cycle Ergo is a website. Just type in Google Cycle Ergo after the stream, not now, because I want you guys to stay. That's a great website. So that's number 12. Number 13. Where's number 14? Let's see. Number 14, assume that every car on the road does not see you. Ninth degree aerial perspectives says, I agree. So don't assume that you're invisible. Assume that they don't see you. I love the fact that you said it that way. Perfect. That's 13, right? So number 14, Well, okay. So Julian Joseph asks a question. All right. So thoughts on a Ninja 500R as a first bike for a smaller guy 5'3"? As long as you can sit on it comfortably and you're comfortable with it and you love it and you like it, get it. All right. So somebody that's 5'3", maybe like the Scout 60, Indian Scout, Honda Rebel 500. Those have really low seat heights if you're worried about that. All right. Super Detective boys. How about some tips for buying a first bike off of Craigslist? I plan on buying my first bike, the 2002 Honda Shadow 600 with around 10K miles on it. So, Super Detective, one of the issues with 10K miles is that you don't know if those 10K miles were maintained well. I mean, you can 10K miles is not a lot, but here's the thing: is I can run 10K miles, especially from 0 to 10K, and never do an oil replacement, never check out any of my stuff, and it could be pretty bad. So what you want to do is definitely check out a bunch of stuff on it. Definitely check out the maintenance records on it. But I'm going to tell you right now, the person that did a very good video on that is Fortnine. Please check out Fortnine, Fortnine, and he's done a video on used bikes. He's going to be able to answer that question a lot better than I can, especially in this amount of time. Sean Pinkerton, so this is number 14, right? So this is number 14. Number 14, make sure you have a clear face shield or safety glasses if your helmet on. Oh, if your helmet came with a tint. Okay. So some helmets just come with one, obviously come out with one shield. Most of them come out with a clear shield, but let's say your helmet came with a tinted shield. So if you're out and about, make sure you have a pair of safety glasses with you, or have your clear shield on before you leave the house, like at dusk. That way when you come back, when it's dark, you have a clear shield. So what I personally do is I have a tinted shield, and then I have a pair of safety glasses in my saddlebags. So once it gets dark, I just flip the shield up, put the safety glasses on. Perfect. It might be cold on my face, but you know what? At least I can see. So that's a great tip, number 14 from Sean Pinkerton. Yeah, don't drink during the ride. So ENJ4321, exactly. That's terrible. I'm drinking water right now. This is a Crystal Light. It's a little bit water. Got my DanDanTheFireman Patron shirt. So guys, once again, if you want to help out the channel, if you want to help out the stream, go down to patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. If you like what I do here, please help support it monetarily. You get a lot of perks. I don't have enough time to go over every single one of them. So just head out there. The goal of this stream today, okay, is to get 8 more. So the stream goal is total of 250 patrons. We're at 242. It's $1 a month. If we can get 8 people to sign up for $1 each, we hit our goal. We'll be halfway there. How many miles under my belt would you say that I need before taking the more challenging skills classes? So Erasmo Nieves. So BRC1, that is absolute beginners. Okay, BRC1 is you've never had anything. You don't even have to have an endorsement. You just maybe have a permit. Whatever. Okay, you're using their motorcycles. You have no clue how to. They'll teach you how to do everything. Oh, Warrior DCC, just subscribe, boys. You don't have to worry about anything. Now, from there, BRC2 is basically doing the same stuff, but now you bring your own bike in. So you literally can go from the BRC1, buy a bike, barely ride it to the class, or have somebody else ride it to the class for you, take the BRC2 class on that bike. So that way you have more familiarization with some control and some not control. Yeah, you'll have more control, but you have supervision, coachable moments on your bike. From there, you can take the advanced class if you wanted to, but that's more of an advanced. So I would say between the BRC2, the BRC1 and BRC2, between the advanced and and those, I would say give yourself a good few parking lot practices. I think if you did a few Moto Jitsu practices, or if you looked at my DDFM training manual a little bit, I would say 50 good miles. And that doesn't mean going straight for 50 miles and calling it a day. I mean, like, I can do 8 miles of parking lot practice in a day easily. And I'm not going very far in a parking lot. So give yourself a good 50 miles of parking lot practice and maybe a little bit of street practice. And I think it should be good. The advanced class, all it is it does a lot of the BRC stuff, but more of a higher speed. And they teach you a few extra skills like trail braking and body lean angle and all that stuff. All right, cool. Ooh, one sec. What did I miss? Once again, I want to say thank you to my super chatters, boys. Thank you so much for super chatting. If you would like to tip directly and skip YouTube takes a nice little cut, but if you would like to skip that directly, you can tip right here at streamlabs.com/DanDanTheFireman. That is the first link in the description. I'll go ahead and copy and paste it. If you would like to go and do that, that right there will put your name. It'll scroll your name on the bottom. So the top 20 people, the recent 20 people that tipped, their names will stay down there. And it's a rotation thing. Okay, how many miles it happened a week ago? And I'm not new. Okay. For a newbie, is it best to match seat height to pant inseam? New England Endler, for a brand new person, it might help, but once you start figuring out how to ride, the inseam stuff won't matter too much. I've ridden a bike that is way taller than for me, like that I could ride. I think it was a 35-inch seat. No, 33-inch seat. No, 35-inch seat. No, 33-inch. 33-inch. It was a KLR 650, and I have a 30-inch inseam. It was tall. So after a while, I was able to figure out how to ride it effectively. So, but for a brand new beginner, it might help out. It might help out, yes. Best advice I was given was to buy somewhere in the middle between cheap and reliable for your first bike because you will drop it. Agree, Alex Turner. I agree with that. You will drop it. Throttle stabilizers for cruise, are those things safe and do they work? Calco throttle stabilizers. So TLS Skinner 26. TL Skinner 26. For a beginner, I wouldn't mess with it. Honestly, I wouldn't. I still don't have one. I really want one, but at the end of the day, I don't really care for cruise control too much. When you need it, it's great to have it, but I hardly ever need it. So that's kind of where I'm at. Especially as a beginner, you probably don't want to be taking that away from your practice. Moto Michelle's in the house, buzz. Did you get past 300 subscribers from last stream? Just wondering. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Yeah, Dan Shay. Alex, don't be afraid to drop it and make mistakes. Exactly. Don't be afraid to do that. If you stay afraid to make mistakes on the bike, you're never going to learn. You're never going to push the limit of yourself. So maybe a new person, their limit is doing a slow speed turn inside a parking lot. Like my limit's past that, but a new person, that's their limit. So it's good to push yourself past that. So when I sit on a bike, make sure you can flat foot, not tippy toes, Stuart. Yeah, flat footing is absolutely the best deal you could possibly do. But if you have to tippy toe it, and that's the bike that you're going to grow into, and that's the bike that you truly want, that's perfectly fine. The FTR 1200S that I want, I have to tippy toe. But I'm at a different level. Once again, we're talking about new people. Thank you. I think we're at like tip number 20 already. You guys have been adding a lot more. So let's say tip number 20. Let's see. What size difference between Rebel 500 and stock sports? I mean, seating wise, I tried iron and I was okay. I'm 6'1". Is Rebel too small for me? 6'1" might be a little bit too small. The Rebel is a 25-inch seat height, and I think the iron is a 30 or 28, something like that. Yeah, all riders drop their bikes at some point. You should see my bike. Sean Pinkerton, my bullet came with tint only, so I couldn't go anywhere at night. Oh, okay, yeah. So sometimes they go like that. Yeah, definitely get yourself a clear shield. Carl Castillo. Hey Dan, what would you do if everyone around you tells you motorcycle is dangerous, but I really, really want a motorcycle? By the way, great videos and content. Power up, buzz. Yeah, boy, thank you so much. Motorcycles are dangerous. They're not lying. They're not lying. Motorcycles are dangerous. They're more dangerous than cars. They really are. But here's the thing: is that car drivers they reduce the risk of being terrible car drivers with all the protection that they have. We don't have that protection. So for us to offset that risk, we have to go and get the training. So in order for us to be as safe as car drivers on motorcycles, we have to get training. So the best way to go around that is to go get training. Go to your local, I don't know if you have MSF. Do you have MSF over there? Take some classes, offset that training, do some parking lot practices, get some good training under your belt. That's the only way you're going to offset that. So Chris Bailey, checked out the Rai helmet like you suggested while at the DC show, followed immediately by Shoei. Rai might be quiet, but Shoei was more comfortable. Oh, and wearing the wrong size. Yeah, so make sure you wear the right size. And honestly, quiet versus comfort, I pick comfort. All right, I got to catch up to you guys. Holy crap. I got distracted. It's definitely good to be able to touch flat-footed when learning to ride. The tip I'd give is if you have an engine warming light pop up, even for a second, get the bike checked immediately. My bike's engine literally just exploded because of that. Dilazart, that sucks. Sorry about that. That sucks. Got to go on my beat, fellas. Be safe and please help support this really great dude. Blessings, keep the rubber side down from Leonardo. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So what he's saying is if you want to help out the stream and you want to help out the DDFM, please check out patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. We're trying to get 250 patrons by the end of this stream. Remember, it's $1. It's only $1 to become a patron. $1. $1 here. And if you become a patron during the stream, it's going to pop up. It's going to go crazy, and everyone's going to say you're cool. So if you want to be cool, please be a DDFM crew member. So Kat Harris, I took the level 1 MTC or MSF class, depends on where you live. Round 2 was golden. New instructors, new insight, felt so much more confident as a result, worth the money to me. Exactly. So I've taken a few different MSF BRC1s, BRC2s, advanced rider courses. I took a Total Control 1. I have a Total Control 2 class in 2 weeks, actually. And I can't wait to take a bike bonding class. And even when I went to go teaching, I learned some. So it's definitely good to keep taking classes and then obviously practicing in between classes. So Stuart, most of the people who say bikes are dangerous are not in bikes or ride like idiots. I agree. But there's some people that are just, when you say not in bikes, so that means they're just not educated on what you could do to offset the risk. That's all it is. So the goal is to educate them while educating yourself. What's up, Joseph? How you doing, boy? I'm really trying to move down the list really quick. I got a pair of gloves that might be too small. They fit comfortably, but my fingertips touch the ends, and I hold the handlebars, and it's tight and spread my palms. It's a safety issue if I crash. It might be a safety issue. It's not really going to be a safety issue. Here's the thing is that if it's going to start reconnecting. There we go. I heard something click. So hopefully what I was saying didn't get kicked off. But basically what I said for Julian Joseph's should not be that big of a deal. All right, I think we're back. Yep, we're back. Awesome. Let me go back to here. Let's see. Where are we at? Yeah, I need to freaking catch up. Holy crap. Today I rode 75 miles at 35. Oh, Moto Michelle, super chatty buzz. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, boy. Thank you. Just got my Honda Rebel 300 about 2 hours ago. Jason Bailey, congrats. Moto Michelle does not mind the rain, and she also doesn't mind two pounds, right? Those are pounds. That's right. Thank you for being a UK brother. Rain hurts at high speeds, though. Yes, it does. I'm learning to ride in the UK, and your videos have helped loads. Looking to get a Honda Rebel. Would you recommend buying one? Yes, Ian Wilkinson. I do have a Honda Rebel 500. I love it. Love it. I'm dying to get out and ride. Just got my Yamaha FC8, and I am just waiting for the weather to turn. Yeah, it's cold today. It snowed today. If you keep thinking about not doing something, you'll eventually wind up doing that thing you're trying to avoid. Yeah, so if you think you could do it, you can do it. If you think you can't do it, you can't do it. It's basically how it works. Thanks for loving my videos, boy. The weather in the UK was amazing today, Moto Michelle. Dan Shea, my Sporty is a 26 seat height. Okay, so a 26 to the 28. Mine's probably just taller because I have all the extra stuff on. UK rain while riding is probably like having a high-powered paintball gun pelting you over and over again. I've had that before. It sucks. Techno Bobber Camelback, good for motorcycle hydration. If you can get that hydration, if you can get that little thing, that little straw, yeah. If you can get that underneath your helmet and stuff without having to take your helmet off, go ahead. It's perfectly fine. Was 40s here and thought about it, but road's still dusty. Invest in engine guard to reduce damage when you drop the bike. Yes, Bobby Hartman, I have an engine guard on Nikki's bike. It works great. What are your thoughts on the Triumph T100 Bonneville? It's a great looking bike. It's a great bike. Can't go wrong with it. Triumphs are great bikes. They might be a little more expensive, but I'm going to tell you what, they have better tech than Harley. Shots fired. Alex Turner, my first big boy bike was a Honda Hornet, so I always either say Hornet or a Suzuki Bandit or Yamaha Phaser. There you go. Do you think a Rebel would be okay for a 6-foot rider potato? It might be. Rebel 500. The height might be the issue, but your weight shouldn't be an issue. The Honda Rebel 500 is a great bike. You might have to move it up to forward controls because they have mid controls to start. So Dan, you got to go. You're gonna make me go gray headed. I know, man. We got to get people. Here's the thing: we got to get patrons. Michael Crowder's gonna dye his beard pink if we get 500 patrons by April, but we'll see. The goal is to 250 by the end of this stream, and we got 25 more minutes, guys. Let's see if we can get 245. I don't want to settle for 245. I want to settle for the original 250, like I said. So let's go to patreon.com. I want as many people here to just leave the stream, go to patreon.com, and you're going to see that there's 242 others that have already signed up, and you're going to see what kind of perks you get, and you're going to enjoy all of them. So we have I shared something on Snapchat Lens. It's like or not Snapchat, it's Patreon Lens. It's like Snapchat stories. I just shared a few things today. And then we have a Patreon meeting at the end of this month. So if you are a patron, make sure you swing by for that meeting. It's a great way to talk about the direction of this channel. And we're going to be having a lot of fun. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. We need to hit 500. So here we go. It's okay, Dan. The engine got replaced for free under warranty. Yeah. The lambda sensor broke and it overfueled itself and blew. Oh, shit. One of the most terrifying things ever. So, yeah, that was a freak accident. So, Soupy Gnome, does not being a crew member make me not cool? I'm sorry, Soupy. You have to be at least a volunteer member for the DDFM Patreon to be cool. I think that is something that happened in 2019, boys. Oh, yeah. Dig it. We got a new patron. $1 Patreon, boys. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, guys. Watch. This is going to update. It's going to update right now. Let's see what it says. Let's give it a little bit. Okay, we're still at 242. Maybe it needs to auto update. Let me check the actual website. Okay, maybe it's not wanting to do it. Let's see. 243 on my end. This thing needs to freaking get its shit in gear, boys. Let's refresh it. Let's see if it'll update. We're at 243, guys. There we go. 243. In order to be cool, you have to be a DDFM crew member. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Soupy, you are still pretty cool, though. I'm just saying. I mean, Dilzar agrees with me. Toxic, thank you, man. Was that you, Toxic, for signing up? Yeah, boys. Getting a jacket. Yeah, you better be getting a jacket. I started riding with a 155cc scooter. Is that a good move? I started last year. Yeah, scooters are fun. The one thing that you're not going to be able to do with the scooter is you're not going to be able to practice your clutch control and friction zone. That's the only thing. But scooters are fun. Who cares? I've been out today working on my tight U-turns. Yeah, Moto Michelle. Thank you. That's awesome. Hopefully you're using my videos. If not, use Moto Jitsu's. He has good stuff too. Camelbacks are good. For the last 2 weeks now, I have been wearing my full leather armor and a full face helmet because of your videos trying to... Yes, and you'll get used to it, Dan. You'll get used to it. You got full leathers, dude? Don't you ride a cruiser? That's cool. But yeah, you'll get used to it, man. I feel naked if I go on the bike without full gear. Oh, Ian Wilkinson, boys, just became a patron. Thank you so much for becoming a patron. We are at 244. We're almost. It's going to update. We're going to be at 245 pretty soon, but the goal is 250, guys. Okay, that needs to say 244 because you're a new patron, bro. Right? Let's see. Let's get out of here. Let's let everybody in the Discord know, guys. Remember, Discord is absolutely free. If you guys like those big old chat rooms, like we're doing now, chit chat. If you like that, then you're gonna like Discord. Because Discord is absolutely free. You don't have to pay a cent to join Discord. And you can hang out with a bunch of people. Alright. Dan, we did it. Why haven't you seen it? What happened? What did I miss? That was from Leonardo. Alright, let me catch up to everybody. One sec. UK people, anyone got any recommendations for all-weather sport touring tires? So any UK people can ask that for Dilzar. Any tips for giants like me, 6'7", 260 pounds when it comes to bikes? Sophie Ven, sorry it's taking me a while to get to you. Let me scroll down just a little quick. I have Geji Devdarani. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I have the Honda Rebel. I have the 2018 Honda Rebel 500. It's a great bike. I love it. So if you're 6'7", 260, you can pretty much any bike's gonna have enough power for you. It's just a matter of comfort. So I'd go and find. Oh, you donated. Oh yeah, thanks, Leonardo. Thank you for donating, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. Just double checking all my stuff. Let's see if this is gonna update the Patreon count. Patreon, are you gonna update? Nah, the Patreon's like, nah, bro. I ain't updating nothing. I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. Ow. All right, I am back. Guys, got any questions, bruh? You've been riding for over 20 years. What have you been riding, Leonardo? What have you been riding? I want to know. I want to know more about you guys. I want to get to know more about you. Let me verify my Patreon because I have it on 2. There we go. My authentication code. Boom, boom. Jumping on Patreon. You know, in fact, guys, if you don't know what the Snapchat type thing, the Patreon lens thing that I was talking about, I'm actually going to do it right now. So it's a nice little Patreon lens thing. I'm going to show you guys. Be like, what is up, patrons? We are in my room live streaming right now. This is what it looks like. So if you are a patron, you get access to this. Awesome. There you go. So right there, that's going to go to patrons on Patreon. So if you're in a swing stream, is reconnecting. There we go. It looks like we're back. Do you carry med gear while riding? Chris Bailey asks. Yes, I do. I actually have a medical first aid kit, and then I have a tourniquet and a few other things. I talked about that in one of my live streams a couple months ago. Very good to have, especially if you have the trauma, or not the trauma, if you have the training. So Chris Bailey, definitely do that. From Red Bull 500 is good to about 6'2" before having to do mods. Yeah, it's probably. I fit comfortably on it, but I'm 5'6". First thing wife bought me, Tourmaster Element jacket. Yeah, boy, Dan, that's nice, man. Shit, she went and got Tourmaster? Holy crap. Ian Wilkins, I just changed my name on Patreon from Elvic. Seems like it got Patreon confused. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, thank you, boy. Thank you so much for becoming a patron. Guys, if you're on the Discord and you have the $5 patron or more, you get access to the crew lounge. Or if you don't want to go through the Patreon thing, that's perfectly fine. Swing on by and click that button right below where the money sign is, and you click that join button. You become a YouTube member. You have access to a bunch of other stuff on Discord too. So I have a Discord. I just barely go on it. Yeah, I go on it all the time. I need to get more. I need to go back on it more. Let's hit that 250, boys. So Leonardo, Rebel 500, Harley 883, a little bit different bikes. If I had to choose between the two for more of a longer lasting bike, I would pick the 883. My best mate. Oh, yeah, boy. Carrie Fristo just pledged, boys. Dig it. Thank you so much. You get a bunch of stuff at the $5 level. You get a bunch of stuff. So, Carrie, send me your picture that you would like to have on the DDFM crew wall. That is on the DDFM manual website. The website is hidden from everybody. You have to be a $5 or more DDFM crew member to have access to it. But the moment you become a patron, you get that perk to have your picture on the wall forever. Even if you drop patronage, that your picture, everyone's going to know that you were a patron at some point. So send me your picture, man. Or mate, whoever, somebody. Let's see. Patreon count. Come on. Update. Should be 244. There we go. 244 out of 500 patrons. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, we're getting very close. So Dilzar, my best mate, is planning on getting into bikes, and I've been trying to teach him stuff based off your videos. I've sent him some of your videos, but his attention span is 25 seconds. So it seems like I got to make 20-second videos then. Oh, man. That's going to be tough. I've been riding for 16 years, Moto Michelle. Damn, you've been riding twice as long as I have. Delzar, I've been riding for 4 months. Well, keep it up. Joshua Cortez, 96 Virago XV750 Buell P3 Blast 500, and my new Hyosung GD 250R. The Buell sounds fun. Sounds like a blast. Damn, Joshua, I love the way Hyosung looks. I've never seen it. When should you change your tires? So Dan Shay's asking when you should change your tires. So there is a life on your tires. If you look at your tires on the sidewalls, let's first look at our tires on the sidewalls. If you see you should see 4 numbers. So let's say 0414. Those are the numbers I see. That means that tire was born the 4th week of 2014. Now tires only last sport bike tires last about 3 years. Cruiser tires and adventure tires usually last 4 to 5 years from that born on date. Okay. So 0314 is pretty dang close. 0414 is pretty dang close for a cruiser tire to start wearing out its life. So first of all, check that. Second of all, now we're going to look more into the damages and stuff and the wear and tear. So look at the sidewalls. Since we're already looking at the sidewalls, look for any cracks. Look for any dry rot. Same thing with a car. Like you see people with RVs, they put like the covers on their tires. That is to prevent sun damage. So imagine looking at your bike and you see on the sidewalls there's cracks. It's looking brittle. That's when it's starting to get a little bit dangerous. So watch out for that. Replace it with that. Did you put my pic on the wall? I believe I did, Wayward. I believe I did. I got 30 people up there. So another thing is to look for the wear bars. There's wear bars, and if you look on the sidewall, you usually see a little marker, so you can see where the wear bar is. So you look on the Michelin Scorchers and stuff like that. It's a little Michelin man on the side of the tire on the walls. And that right there, you kind of scroll over to the actual tire. You see where the wear bars are. If it's getting close or if it's already hit them, time to change that tire out. It doesn't matter if the sides are looking great. If that center portion if at any point any of those portions hit that wear bar, you need to replace it, because then that means if you're riding straight and it hit the wear bar on the straight portion, you can hydroplane on water. You might be able to grip good ground. You might still be able to, but the point of those grooves are to push dirt and water out, so you can hydroplane on water pretty easily if that happens. So yeah, 3 to 5 years from the born on date. Any types of damage, gouges, big gouges. If you see any type of wiring, if you see any of the metal underneath, definitely replace it. And if you get close to or at the wear bars, replace it. Hopefully that answered your question. Tyler Smolko, I'm looking at the Team AZ class in a month or two and then looking to get in a Scout. Do you think the full size Scout is good, or should I go for a Scout 60? Full Scout is good, but if you're looking at Team AZ, I have nothing against them. I'm taking a total control class with them. If you're looking at them, I would definitely take a look at Ride Arizona MTC. There are some discounts and coupons. Let's see if I can find some for you. But if not, take your classes here at Ride Arizona MTC. They have Phoenix classes. There are some Phoenix classes, so definitely check them out. I work for, full disclosure, I work for Ride Arizona MTC. I was supposed to teach a class this weekend, but they had someone else do it, and that's perfectly fine, because now I could live stream with you guys. But I've taught a class there, and I love it. I've learned all my stuff from them. I took my BRC1, BRC2, multiple advanced rider courses, multiple BRC2 courses with them. So it's a lot of fun. And I can coach you if you're taking the BRC1. And if you come down to Tucson, I'll be able to coach you, brah. The Hio is by far my favorite bike. It can tear up those twisties, boys. 883 is my go-to. 883 is a great bike. It really is. But I honestly, between the 883 and the Scout 60, I'd pick the Scout 60. Lies in the skies. Oh, yeah, but guys, we're getting close. We're almost at 245. We're almost at 245 patrons out of 500. We're at 50 minutes for the stream. I think I will stream. Here's the thing. Once we hit an hour, I usually stream for an hour, but I'm having fun. Okay. How about I stream until we hit 250? I'm sorry, that's just the way it's going to be. I'm going to stream till we hit 250. That's $6. 6 people signing up for $1 each. That's it. You get a lot of perks too. It's not like, hey guys, this is what you need to do. Just please, don't know. It's like I make sure that you get some good perks for what you donate. Because honestly, as a consumer myself, I want to make sure I'm buying, and spending my money on stuff that is helpful. But just remember, you are supporting me to make these videos. You're here supporting me to get the content out there for you. Pick not up there, boss. Oh, what the? Serious? Which? Okay, send me another picture, man. Send me another picture. I'm going to do it right now. Spark.adobe. DDFM training manual, boys. I'm going to do it right now. On Discord, Wayward, send me a picture again. I'll get that shit up there, dog. I'm doing it right now, dog. Alright, so let's see. Tilzar is a great bike to get full of potential. Yeah, boy. Joshua Cortez. I love your guys' comments, guys. I read every single one of them. I try my best to read them out loud, but I'm falling behind. I've been considering a G250R for when I get my A2 license. Looks really nice. It sounds pretty badass. Gotta go, guys. Peace out. Sean Pinkerton, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for helping out and supporting the channel. Thank you. Have a great night. Sounds great. I'm definitely considering one now. Which do you think is better for new rider? Yamaha YZF R3 or Triumph Street Twin? Carrie. Once again, thank you, Carrie, for becoming a patron. I appreciate it. Make sure you send me your picture for the DDFM training manual. Let me look this up. Now, if I don't answer you guys' questions, one of the best things you possibly could do is go to the Discord. And ask the same question, and you're gonna get a ton of helpful people. Now, here's the thing with the Triumph Street Twin. You're getting a naked bike versus the Yamaha YZF. That is a non-naked bike that has the fenders and stuff. Either way, I like both a lot. If I had to choose, if you told me, hey, Daniel, what is it that you prefer? What is it that you would buy just by looking at the pictures? Real quick, what is it that you would buy? Just based on looks, I'd buy the Street Twin. I like the naked look. I like the standard look of the bike. I like that. You can hear the children in the background. Yeah, so guys, we have family here. We have Nikki's family is here. They're all Mexican, so they're all loud. So that's the point of having family around, you know what I'm saying? So at the new house, we were just there. At the new house, I'll have an upstairs, so they'll be all downstairs. So at the new house, you won't hear it. But I personally can't hear anything because of this, and hopefully it's not a big deal for you guys. All right, so Wayward, here we go. Here's the picture. Awesome. You want that picture? Cool. I'm doing it. Do you want WayWardRebelAce as your name? Because I'm on the website right now. I'm replacing this image, okay, with your image. And I am going to type in your name. There we go. Oh, I don't want to leave the site. WayWardRebelAce. I'll put Axe. I'm doing this. So motorcycle reviews in the near future. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and try to read I'm going to have to start from there. Let's see. Actually, let's go up here. Come on, folks. Yeah, that's right, Leonardo. Let's get some people on there. So, Ben, man, I wish I had bike insurance quote. Was crazy. 10K a year. Gonna have to get an Iron 1200 after court, though. Oh, thanks for answering, man. I'm planning to get KTM Duke 390s to start out in standard motorcycle. Well, KTM Duke 390 is a great bike. Carrie Fisto, yes, thank you. Send me a picture if you can email it to me or send it on Discord. That's perfect. How about you stream till 500? I would love to. Ben, most is only $25 a month for insurance. So my insurance is not that expensive. It's about $25 a month. So there has to be a reason why it's 10K a year. But I'm sure that's all personal. KTM is a great bike. You're going to love it. Dan, I love hearing the children in the background. Yeah, boy, Leonardo. Yeah. Very, very, very cool. My people. Yeah. Then you know. All right, so now we're at the awesome pleb motorcycle reviews in the near future. So whenever I can get on a motorcycle, I would love to do a review on it because honestly, that's just content, right? That is just content. Plus, it's gonna be stuff that you guys haven't seen yet, for my opinion. So that's great. Now the problem is I need to get access to these motorcycles, and the problem with that is that a lot of people don't really want me to be riding around not buying. Like if I go to this dealer and I'm like, hey, can I test ride this bike? They're thinking test ride as in he might be wanting to buy it. But if I'm like, hey, can I ride like 6 year bikes and just make vlogs on them? They're gonna be like, no. So at some point, I'm gonna have to just do it at a demo event. So at a demo event, I have access to all the bikes at the demo. So that is probably where I'm going to have to do it. I know it kind of sucks a little bit, but I would love to. You know I am. Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. But do you want me to put your real name, or do you want me to put Wayward? That's what I'm asking, bruh. That's what I'm asking. So I would love to do motorcycle reviews. I really would. But the only place I really have access to any motorcycles is Indian, and I've already done quite a bit of Indian stuff. But who knows? Who knows? All right, Wayward. I have your picture up there now. Let me save it. There we go. Your picture is up there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Michael from San Diego. I'm going to start calling you just Mikhail from San Diego. Gotta go to sleep, Dilzar. All right, man. See you later, mate. What site is the wall? So Dan, yeah, definitely send it to me. The site is the DDFM. Here, let me. Here's the thing: is if I post it in the chat, the people that don't have access or the password don't have access. So it shows like how to get access. But Dan, you should have access because you have the You should have the password. If you don't have the password, I have the link to the password. So, and it even says it on the website. It says, become a DDFM crew member to receive the password. Join here and get the password here. So if you click here, you get access to the password. And it changes every month. So it's going to change at the end of this month. There's the Patreon post with the password. So there you go. Do one on the Indian Chieftain Dark Horse. That's the one I want to buy next. Yes, I would love to, Dan. I need to figure out when they're having the next demo event. Oh, Stuart Garrett just became a patron, boys. Let me get some water. One sec. Dig it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. What I think about what? My insurance is $31 a month, but not good driver record when younger. $31 a month is pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, and there's also that full coverage or liability insurance. I got about $25, $26 a month full coverage. I think in state of Arizona, you have to have that minimum liability. All right, we're at 245, guys. 245. The stream goal is 250. We're almost there. It doesn't have to be $5 a month. It doesn't have to be $20 a month. It doesn't even have to be the $100 legend that Dan Shea and Rosemary did last stream, which was insane. It could be for $1. So 5 more people with $1 will hit our stream. Go, Kidsman! 4 more people. Yeah, boy! Oh yeah! Dig it! Guys, you guys are killing it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna update that. I'm sure it takes a little bit for the website itself. We're at 246, I believe, unless that counted. It's just taken. Yep, 246. Yo, boys. Now remember, on the website there is actually a goal. This isn't just like, hey, I'm doing this. Please help. No, it's not that. There's a goal at 500 patrons to go travel the country. There's a bunch of other stuff. So there's a lot of stuff. So Chodar Nui. I have a 1985 Honda Rebel 250, and I'm from Myanmar, Asia, which is a very hot area. I'm just a beginner, and the question is the Rebel cool enough to ride on highway? So a 250, 1985 250, here's the thing is I don't know how fast your highways are. So a 250, that's really good for in town, but once you start hitting anything like above 50 miles per hour, and I know you guys are probably doing kilometers because America does it differently. What do I think about the name? Yeah, I put Wayward. You're up there now. A 250 might be pushing it. So let me know what kilometer per hour your highways are, and how far you actually plan on going. So 250 a month because of uninsured motorists. Yeah, couldn't figure the site password out. Maybe next time. So Dan, the second link I posted, the patreon.com/post/23083096, that has the password. I can help you out. I'll actually here, I got you on here, bruh. So let's see. I just sent you on Discord. See, that's the cool thing about Discord, guys, is that you have private access to me. For the most part, I try my best to answering you guys' questions, and your posts. That that's pretty much how I'm able to do stuff. So let's see. Carrie, yeah, thanks for answering my cue. I'm with you. It's the Street Twin. Yeah, the Street Twin just looks badass, doesn't it? And then you can change up your gear. Like you can wear retro ass gear. You know what I mean? You can have a bell bullet. You can have really nice distressed leather gloves, jacket, some moto jeans. You know, and you could fit that persona. With sport bike, it's like you pretty much gonna have to wear sport bike stuff, and it's like for me that's not who I am. I like the Street Twin, so that's how it is. March, I'm gonna be a legend for a month. Yeah, boy. That's fine. You are a legend, Michael. Shit, dog. You are a legend, yo. $35 a month in insurance, man. I hate Canada sometimes. That's not bad. That's not bad. $35 a month. There's some people out here $10,000 a year. That's insane. I think mine's only like for 2 motorcycles. I think it's like $1,200 a year. So that's $100 a month, roughly. No, it's like $500, 6 months. So it's $1,000 a year. Yeah, whatever that math comes up with. That's for 2 bikes. One that's being financed, one that's fully paid off. My Sportster's fully paid off. Guys, we're at 246. Have you noticed it went to 246? We're at 246 out of 500 patrons. We're still working on that. There are some goals out there to meet. I would love to hit them. My goal really is to hit 5 patrons a stream, and we've already done that. So I put my lofty goal at 250, but we're gonna hopefully hit that. But I'm here to answer you guys' questions. So Chothar. All right, so 50 to 60 kilometers an hour. Is that right? $60 kilometers to miles. So 37 miles per hour? Or are you talking 50, 60 miles per hour? I'm sorry, man. I didn't see you. So, okay, so is it 50 to 60 mile per hour or kilometer per hour? There you go. It's a little bit. There is a delay. That's the reason why I'm typing right now. There is a little delay between the stream and then the chat. So if I type it, you'll see it right away. So you're talking about a 1985 Honda Rebel 250. Okay. Let me get my thinking cap on. While we're doing this, let's Carrie. Give me your picture, bruh. Right. So which one is it? Kilometer per hour or miles per hour? Because 60 kilometers per hour is only 37 miles per hour. Or 60 kilometers per hour is 37 miles per hour. And a 250 can easily handle 37. Oh, okay. So 50 to 60 miles per hour. Okay. So you might be able to handle 50 miles per hour. But I wouldn't do it for a long, super duper 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 long distance. How far do you plan on using this all the time? Because here's the thing is, if you plan on going out of town a lot, and if you plan on taking the freeways and interstate a lot, and you're going 60 miles per hour all the time, you might have to upgrade to 300 or 400 and maybe a different type of bike. But if you're planning on just hitting that miles per hour for like 2 miles, like let's say you just have to get on the freeway for like 2 to 10 miles, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So I think you should be fine on that part. So my insurance is almost $110 a month for a bike. How much more for a car? Cars are expensive, man. Cars are expensive for insurance, especially if you get full coverage, gap and all that. Yep. Hi, I'm looking to buy a motorcycle sometime soon, but I just want a G Whoa, Leonardo, boys! I'll answer that question when I get back, boy. Leonardo just pledged $5 on Patreon. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for becoming a patron. 247 out of 500. We are super duper 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 close to the 250. And Leonardo, make sure you send me that picture. Send me that picture if you're on the Discord. Oops. Guys, if you are on the Discord, you get access to a bunch of stuff for $5 a month, not just the DDFM crew manual. DDFM crew manual has pretty much everything, honestly. Pretty much everything. Everything you need. Sorry, I did it wrong. What? Sorry, keyboard LL, just one bike to ride, not to go fast. Okay, so one bike to ride to have fun on. So if I had to choose just a bike to ride around, let's say the town, the neighborhood, not really getting on the interstate, not really having to go 60 miles an hour, 50, 60 miles an hour. Let's say I'm going to only go top 45 miles an hour, roughly. I see Joshua says he would get a Grom. Now, Groms would be fun, but honestly, they're a little bit higher seat height, and I don't feel it. It honestly felt like I was I was on top of a shopping cart. Like I was like holding my hands down here, and I was on top of a shopping cart. I didn't like that. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Don't get me wrong on that one. But I think I would get a TW200 or a Kawasaki KLX 250. Only because they're more of a dual sporty type thing. They're a little bit more hooliganish. TW200 is a little bit shorter seat height, big fat tires, a lot of fun. The KLX 250, you can get yourself in trouble with that thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'd probably get like a DRZ 400 or the KLX 250 if I was just gonna have fun and not worry about speed. That because they're like little hooligan bikes, you know, they're off road, on road. You can mess around, you could drop the bike. It's like whatever. Why can't you believe I answered your question, Chodar? That's the point. It says right there. It says ask your questions, man. I'm trying to get my best to go through every single one of these comments. I'm reading and I hear Grom. Awesome Pleb says Harley question mark. Harley's, I mean, if I'm not gonna worry about speed and I just want to have fun, at the same time I don't want to be like, you know what, this fun cost me a lot of money. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, yeah, well, all this money for fun. No, it's like I'm gonna have something cheap, inexpensive. I don't have to worry about speed, and if we're just having fun, that means that when I get off my bike and I sit down, have a beer, and join the After the Ride podcast, when I'm talking about stuff, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I don't have to worry about the insurance being so high. I don't have to worry about my payment because it's just a small thing. The one I want is a BMW 800 GS. Looks not too fast, just perfect. The BMW 800 GS looks badass. I'm gonna double check, make sure I know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, that right there. That's like the KLX 250, but it's a 250 versus 800, and you're paying BMW prices. So I think we're in the same ballpark when it comes to what we're gonna have fun with. But I think money wise, I'm a little bit more fiscal. Anyways. Have you made a review of a Scout? Yes, Kidsman17. Yes, I have. I've made a couple reviews on the Scouts. I made a review on the Scout 60. I made, I think, 2 reviews on the Scout Bobber. Which one do you want? Let me know which one you want. Let me. I'll find it for you. Don't leave the stream. That's the great thing about having my computer. Don't leave the stream. I'll find it for you, buddy. GS series is great for adventure or street. A good all-around buy. Might. If you want to go cheaper, you can get the BMW G310R. Yes, you can. And there's also the Honda Rally. There's like a nice Honda. Chieftain Dark Horse. I didn't ride the Chieftain last time I was there. I did the Springfield Dark Horse, though. I loved the Springfield. The Springfield is comfy. Comfy as heck. The Springfield Dark Horse was very comfy. I loved that bike. I think, like I said, I haven't ridden the Chieftain Dark Horse yet. It was there, but I was tired and I didn't ride it, which was stupid of me. But that way I can't compare it. But I'm gonna tell you right now that Springfield is badass. All right, so let's look up. I'm finding you the thing. So I'm looking for a review of the full size Scout. They're hard to find through so many reviews of the Bobber. All right, cool. I think I got you then. Let's see. So I got the Bobber. I got the 2019 Bobber, the 2018 Bobber, 2018 Indian Scout 60. Let's see. At the Indian Scout walk around. Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't ride that bike? Oh, did I not ride it? Wait. I did a walk around of it. Oh my gosh, I only did walk around. I didn't do that. I did a 2015 Indian Scout ride. I did one for the 2015 bike, and that was a long time ago though. Damn, dude, I'm sorry. But the Indian Scout 60 is a lot like that. And here, oh, I think I know what happened. I think the video crapped out. Here, 1 second. Let me double check. The Scout 60 is a lot like the Indian Scout. The Scout 60 has a little bit less power, and it only has 5 gears instead of 6. So just imagine more power as 6th gear. But let me see. Let's see. Numb hands, how to prevent, or did I miss it? Numb hands, how do you prevent it? You can actually get some gloves that do have some vibration resistance. Let me double check, make sure this. All right, so let's get out of that. One second, I'm trying to find any of the video. Hey Dan, how much vibration are you getting? I get a lot, so my hands do go numb a little bit. So one thing you can do is have some, like I said, some decent gloves, and they do have some vibration resistance. But if you're riding a Harley, you're going to be getting that. Another thing that you can do to reduce vibration on your handlebars is by having bar end weights. So like those little bar end sliders that a lot of people have, they can actually be weighted, and that will reduce some of the vibration. The Indian FTR 1200S has some anti-vibration doohickeys and whatnot. I don't know how much of an issue that is or how much it'll do. No, I'll pass on the picture. I'm old. That's fine. You can post a picture of your bike. You want to send me a picture of your bike? I could do that. So the link that I just posted in the chat was for Kidsman 17. That is the Indian Scout Bobber versus the Indian Scout kind of review. And here's the Indian Scout 60. So let me go and so Scout 60. I did a walk around of the 2019 or the 2018 Indian Scout. This was August 25th, 2017. There's not been a lot of difference. I already did a Harley Nicer 1200 review. I did, boy. I already did. There's another video. That one's the walk around. So take a look at those videos if you want. Everyone else, stay here. Stay chit-chatting, yo. Let me go. There we go. We're back. All right. So let's see. Only downside with the Indian Scout Bobbers, if you want to carry stuff, the single OEM saddlebag can hold a pair of tennis shoes. The regular Scout can hold larger saddlebags, but only 5 gears. Yeah, the regular Scout 60 has 5 gears. The regular Scout itself has 6. The Bobber and the regular Scout have 6 gears. Scout 60 has 5, but it's geared so well that 5th gear feels like it's 6th gear. So going on the interstate with the Scout 60 is perfectly fine. I'll be riding an Iron 883 tomorrow for the first time on the roads, DO5 says. Since I took my course in January, I'm a little nervous but excited. Any tips for you? Okay, so D, are you going to do a demo ride? Is that what it is? Is it a full-on demo ride? I'm assuming it might be. Let me know. Or did you make an appointment to do a test ride? Can you do a Harley Night Train review if you have one? I don't have one. I would have to find somebody that could let me borrow. But here's the thing: is that it's so time consuming that unless it falls into my lap, I won't be able to do these types of rides. Now, was one thing I was really working with Harley and Indian to see if I can get access to their bikes. But once again, it's hard to convince businesses that, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Can I ride your bike for a vlog? They'd be like, no, you're just adding miles to a bike I'm trying to sell. Does that make sense? So that's why on demo rides, that's the only time I really do it. So once again, D, are you riding in a demo event? DO5, are you riding in a demo event or are you doing a test ride? So that means for a test ride, that means you're just going to be riding that one bike. So my first bike was a 2000 Suzuki GS 500E. Let me look that up. It's a great beginner Nike, guys. I'm messing with you. I know what you meant. It's a great beginner bike! Exclamation point. That looks like a fun bike. It's a fun little naked bike. It looks like it has potential. Potential. Let's see. I'm riding an 07 Harley Road King Stage 2. Boy, you gotta have that Stage 2. Gotta get that in there. I actually got to start. I got to do an install on the bike. It's the new exhaust that I got, the Upsweet 2-in-1 from Manson Hines. So I got to do that, and then I got the full clutch, Barnett clutch replacement. I got the fuel pack, got air intake. So I think that's a stage 1, right? I think that's a stage 1. But I can't wait to do that, guys. I told you I'm gonna keep streaming until we hit 250. If you haven't even checked out the website, there might be something going on here. Check out the website, become cool, become one of us, become a DDFM crew member. Guys, I got some really cool stuff planned out. Please check it out. Just take a look. Just take a look. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. That's cool. Keep watching the videos. But I suggest everybody, all 34 of you, unless you already are a patron, I want you to leave this stream right now. Click that while clicking that link first. Click the link, leave the stream, see what it's all about, come back. I'll still be here until we hit 250 patrons. $1 a month. That's all it is. Joshua, once you get to 500 patrons, I think most of us would love to get you on our own bikes and test out when you're traveling around doing the parking lot meets. That would be awesome. So not only would I get 500 patrons, so I'll be able to actually do this, I'll actually be able to travel, but then I'll go ahead and travel and I'll see you guys, and you guys will be like, go ahead and ride my bike. Just do like a quick demo, do a quick, review. Boom, done, did it. I'll do it. Then I'm getting a scooter. Yeah, get a scooter, Alejandro. Can you do a Harley Night Train review if you have one? Then I'm getting a scooter. So DO5, if it's a rental, so that means you're taking it out. Are you taking it out? I'm sorry I'm asking all these questions because I'll just answer all of them. How about this? I'll answer all of them. Honda Shadow Ace review. Yeah, if you let me write it. I'd like to do stage 1 on the Scout Barber, but some of the exhaust upgrades are really loud. Yeah, they can be. All right, so we're gonna answer 3 questions one question that turned into 3 that I think will help benefit some people. Let's go with the first one. Let's say you're out. You've only ridden a few bikes. You've only taken a class. You got your endorsement, and there's a demo event coming up. Maybe you're a little bit worried. It's like, man, there's gonna be a lot of people here that know how to ride. They're testing out bikes they want to buy. But here's the thing. This is the perfect opportunity for you to go out and test a bike that you've never ridden in a safe environment. They have insurance. You have to provide your own, but they have insurance on the bikes. Okay, so here's the thing. Go sign up. You just have to show them your proof of ID. Like you have an endorsement. I think you have to bring your own helmet and a few other things, but there's obviously stipulations. So like closed-toed shoes. I think you just have to have a helmet and gloves and then long pants, long shirt or something like that. But sometimes they provide the helmets themselves. So you sign up, you sign up and they usually have a sign up list of what bikes you want to ride. So you kind of tell them, I want to ride the Scout 60, I want to ride the Scout Bobber, I want to ride the Chieftain Dark Horse, all those things. So you sign up for them, and then whenever one of those is open, because there's going to be a lot of people that want to ride like a certain kind. So Michael Crowder, how do you become a patron? Yeah, that's a great question, bro. What you do is you click this link right here. You click that link, and you have access to become a patron. So that's how you do it. Click the link, patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. So you go and you sign up, and you start riding. Now, there's going to be a lot of people there, some of them that know how to ride, and there's going to be a lot that don't, because this is like the perfect opportunity to test ride different bikes. It should be, if it's done by, for instance, India Motorcycle Tucson, they have Ride Airs at MTC. They're legit people. I work with them. They'll have, one of them is a ride leader, and one of them is on the tail end. So you're not just going out riding crazy. There's rules. So it's all safe, and it's done by professionals. So let's say you go out for a test ride. Now, let's say you just go to the store and you're like, hey, I want to test ride this. Usually you kind of have you set up an appointment, say, hey, I'm going to test ride this time, or like, hey, can I test ride this? And then they're like, all right, cool, fine. That's if they have an extra employee available, because that employee is going to ride with you. So you say, I want to test ride this. I'm sure you have to go through the same hassle, same process of showing your insurance, showing your ID, and saying, this is what I want to do. And you go out and ride, and they usually do like a predetermined course you just follow. And then there you go. So for a rental, so if you're renting a bike, you definitely get access to a bike, especially if you, let's say, I think for you, DO5 is that you're like, I want to rent the Iron 883. Okay, cool. I'm sure that's through the dealership or some type of third party through Harley or something like that, because Harley's pretty much a stickler for letting their bikes out on the road. Is that you're gonna go out and just you rent it like a car. You just straight up rent it. You leave the dealership with it. It's yours. The only scary thing is that it's definitely not your bike. So I mean, if you crash it, you crash it. I think you can get renter's insurance. You can get rental vehicle insurance on it. Kind of like when you rent a car, they ask you if you want to get complimentary insurance. I would Google more into that, because maybe your insurance won't cover it. I know my car insurance covers cars, that I rent, but I don't know if my motorcycle insurance covers motorcycle rentals. So definitely check that out. See if your insurance does that. Maybe call up your insurance and be, hey, I'm going to rent a car or rent a motorcycle. Does my insurance cover this? So if they ask me if I want complimentary, what should I do? That'd be the best thing you could do. Another thing that you can do when you rent it is just take it nice and easy. When you first show up and you get it, since it's a new bike, before you leave the parking lot, find out where the friction zone is, find out where the throttle, if there's any slack in the throttle, figure that out. Before you leave, if you sit on the bike and you're like, man, I do not feel comfortable. I think the bars are too far forward or something. Okay, so you're renting with rider share and got it with insurance. Okay, so before you leave, figure out how good the brakes are, because if it's a ride share program, you want to make sure. I mean, you're not doing the maintenance, so I would do a quick look around, make sure there's some fluids, make sure the brake reservoir is good. I would check the throttle and the handles, the levers, make sure they're solid. Make sure the pegs are solid, because you could actually grab some people. You can grab their pegs and it's like it bounces like that. It shouldn't. Like, I'm talking about the full connection to the frame. It shouldn't do that. So that needs to be tight. Definitely check out the friction zone and clutch control before you leave. You don't want to just take off, because every bike has a different clutch control and friction zone. So you want to check that out. And I do that for every bike I get on. I find out where the friction zone is, where the clutch control and everything is. And that's not something that's like, oh, you can't do that. It's embarrassing. Who cares? Trust me, that person's going to be like, oh, they're taking it seriously. Okay, cool. Glad they're using my bike and taking it seriously. And then on top of it, it'll prevent you from getting injured. So, yeah, definitely wear full gear. Clutch control, friction zone. And then when you're out, when you start to go, squeeze the brakes hard, see how well they react. That's another thing you want to check. All the things that you might need in an emergency is what you want to check before you leave the parking lot. All right, awesome, pleb. In the market for a new helmet this spring, any recommendations? What kind of helmet are you looking for? There's budgets. There's do you want an adventure type bike? The helmet comfort and your use is, see Stuart right there. Your helmet comfort and your use is important. Yes. So helmet, make sure it's comfy. Make sure you get a helmet that like what you're going to use it for. So I have a dual sport helmet, but I got that one because if I ever do off road, I have a dual sport helmet, but I also like the look, and it's really good for sitting upright. They're designed for that, so I have really good visibility. That's why I picked that over a few other helmets. Icon Airfly is great viz and mean look. Yep, it does have a great mean look to it. I love the belt with Cena Bluetooth. Yep. Good helmets, guys. Guys, I'm not done. I'm not gonna be stopping streaming. We have 39 of you. We had 242 patrons at the beginning of this. We got 5 patrons. We did great. Go to patreon.com. We're streaming until we hit 250. All right, so you're welcome, DO5. And if that still didn't answer your question, DO5, please join the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free, guys. I'm going to post a link to it right here. 1 second, let me find it. It's in the chat, or it's in the description. Ask that same question. Ask your same question in the motorcycle help section or in the lounge. There are insane amount of smart people that have either done this before or would like to know the same answers to your question. So that would be a great question to ask in the chat on Discord, because there are some people out there that have done the rider share program and they already know. What's up, Scouts Adventures, boys? How you doing, bro? I'm in love with the Kawasaki Volcanetto Joan Lelev. Yes, that is a badass bike. You're going to love it. So now to answer Dan Shade, do they make a full face helmet for cruiser riders? It really depends. The full face helmet era for cruiser riders is like, man, we got to look mean. Full faces for losers. So let's see if we can make this 3/4 helmet look like a full face. And that's kind of what Harley did. But here's the thing is, if you're going to be on a cruiser and you want a full face and you don't want it to stick out like a sore thumb, either get all white or all black. like an all color. You know, don't get something with crazy designs on it. Shoei, great helmets, man. I like my helmet. Like I've been riding around. I've been seeing a lot of people on cruisers, and I've been seeing a lot of full face helmets on cruisers, and it doesn't stick out. It really doesn't. I don't think there really are. Yeah, modular helmets are really nice too. You can't go wrong with a modular. Here's the thing: the Simpson Bandit modular is a badass looking helmet, and it seems pretty safe. It's got the metal connections, so it's not the plastic connection. So when you clip it back in, it's not plastic on plastic; it's metal on metal. So it's actually pretty damn good. I have an all black belt, crappy helmet. Yeah, so the belt it's probably a belt qualifier. It's a great budget helmet. It's a great budget helmet to start off on. But dude, once you move up from the like an all black, probably the belt qualifier to what I have, something like what I have, the Shoei Hornet, to answer Awesome Pleb's question, the Shoei Hornet X2, huge difference in comfort, huge difference. So RF 1200 from Shoei is also a very good helmet, very comfortable. It's gonna be a huge difference between your bell and the RF SR is good from Shoei, but it's harder for me to mount a camera. But I don't think you're gonna need that issue. The Scorpion XO R420, Mississippi Motoman says. Scorpions are good. Scorpion XOs are good helmets. Scouts Adventures got a bell bullet boost, all black and black visor. Yeah, boy. I missed mine. Yeah, CD got a Shoei RF SR, and she plans on buying a cruiser. Yeah, that's a good. The Shoei RF SR is designed for more upright seating, because when you're riding on a sport bike, you're kind of like you're down here, like looking like this. I don't know, but when you're on a cruiser, you're up here, looking more straight. So that's a different look. So you don't want to be riding a cruiser straight like this, but having to do this. You know what I mean? You want to sit normal. And now you have like this big shield. So now like your speedometer's down here. So now you're having to do this all the time. So you really want something with high visibility, so you just move your eyes to the speedometer, and it's more upright seating. So the RF SR has that to where it's more upright seating. And then that's why I got the Shoei Hornet X2, because it has just such a big visor, and it's designed for dual sport. Dual sports are mostly upright seating. That's why I got that. Always check the chin bar reliability on Sharp. If you look into a modular, want to pick something where it stays latched. Yes, so Sharp is another rating system. I believe it's the Australian rating system, and they double check that. What's a good Bluetooth mic for a helmet? So the Bluetooth mic that I have, and I was actually going to do that video today, but I was supposed to do this one today or yesterday, but I didn't. I have the Cardo Pack Talk Slim. But you can get away with like one of the lower end Cenas, and you can get away with some of the lower end Cardos. They're all pretty good. If you go to a lower end Chinese knockoff, you're gonna have issues, especially with connecting to others. Right now, I'm gonna tell you the Cardo ecosystem. You know how like iOS and Android, Cardo versus Cena. I'm gonna tell you right now, Cardo is probably the one I like the most. Especially with the whole mesh system that they have on the newer Pack Talks. You're going to like that. Joshua says, I've got a Safety Orange AFX FX55 modular. That was a mouthful. It's like riding around with a lit beacon on your head. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Love it, mate. Proper cool. Looks like something from Tron. I have no idea if that's your accent, but I felt like saying it that way. Next Halloween when I ride, I'm going to get a cape and ride around as the Headless Horseman. Just be careful. Hopefully the cape doesn't latch onto your chain or your belt. That would suck. Have a breakaway cape. I mean, have you ever seen The Incredibles? No capes, bro. Next Halloween when I ride. Okay. Hi, I'm going to buy a second-hand Aprilia RS450. It's going to be secondhand 2013 bike. What would be the best mods and maintenance things you could do on it as soon as I get it to ensure it runs great? So Ned, depending on what it is, depending on what it is, like if it's fuel injector or carb, see that's the things I don't know. So the main thing is you want to double check your brakes. Now I know a lot of people are saying, oh, mods, I want to get an exhaust, get bars, get all this cool stuff. Make sure your brakes are good. Check your brake pads. Check your chain or belt or whatever it is that whatever the drive is. Make sure it's good. Make sure all the stuff that's not gonna kill you is perfect. And after that, honestly, I would spend the money on classes, like, training wise, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I took a bunch of these classes, I felt this giant appreciation for my bike that no mod, no exhaust, no bars, no nothing made me feel like. So double check a class, see if you want to try that out first, and then if it gives you a cool experience, keep doing it. But if it doesn't, then I think honestly handlebars are really fun to upgrade. Exhausts, they don't really do too much other than make things louder. A good seat is very important. A very good seat is very important. Comfy seat is very important. I would do that. So out of all that, probably a comfy ass seat. It's not as fun. It's not as fun as what you probably thought I was gonna say. You probably thought I was gonna say, get this badass exhaust, bro. Go brap 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 brap. No, that's not what I'm gonna say. Oh, guys, you guys are fun. You guys are fun. Double checking the Discord. Ooh, somebody got T-boned in their car. Ooh, that's no good. No bueno. No bueno. So, guys, if you would like to support the channel, I'm not going to stop streaming until we hit 250 patrons, guys. 250 patrons. We're at 247. Just have to go to patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. There's the link in the description for that. And you're going to get a lot of stuff for that. Trust me. You'll see. You'll see. It's a great way to support the channel. It's a great way to support anything and everything that I do. It'd be great to have you. Stuart's, it's so true. Safety classes cannot be emphasized enough. Yes, safety class, it might do it for the children. It's $1 a month. Yeah, Timothy, yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, I'm going to let Discord know that we are still live. We are still live. What was I getting? Oh, the motorcycle courses. I'm not just saying motorcycle courses because I want you guys to take these courses and be like, hey, become safer. Safety is fun. Guys, safety is fun on top of the fact that you're going to have this bonding experience with your motorcycle. You're going to realize I could do this with my motorcycle. That's insane. You're going to realize you're going to be able to do so much more with your motorcycle. It's like going to, and I'm going to just say it, like soccer, football, whatever it is. Let's say all you know how to do is kick the ball a certain way. Now you go to a class and they teach you how to kick a ball that curves, or how to dribble this, and you spend 2 days practicing all these different techniques, and now soccer is more fun again. You know what I mean? Now soccer is way more fun, or football is way more fun because you have all these different techniques. Now imagine when you're riding, you're like, man, I know how to ride straight, I know how to brake, I know how to accelerate, I know how to downshift, upshift. Why do I need a class? You're going to go to this class and you're like, okay, we'll try this, we'll try this, we'll try this, we'll try this. And you're like, holy crap, I don't know anything. And then when you leave the course, you're going to be like, whoa, I learned a lot more. I can't wait to take the next class. And I don't think anything that you buy for your bike itself is gonna have that same experience. Melissa Manley, hey Dan, love watching your videos. Currently I ride with my husband, but now thinking about riding myself. Yes, that's exactly what happened with Nikki, is that she was riding with me on the back of my Sportster. I got a sissy bar and everything for her, so it's nice and comfy. And then we went riding for like over an hour and a half, and then we got back. She's like, you know what? You know what would be more fun? As if I was riding my own bike. I was like, yes, we're getting her closer and closer. So slowly but surely, we got her to get her own bike. She did her own class, and she's got her own endorsement. It was all her. I couldn't take the class for her. She took the class all on her own. She did better than me because I was messing around, and she got her stuff. So yes, Melissa, definitely go out and take a course. You're gonna have so much more fun. If he tries to teach you, here's the problem: is that I try to teach Nikki. Especially if I try to teach, my kids, or I try to teach a friend something, it's not as serious, right? So if somebody that is a stranger, or like a coach or instructor, somebody else that goes out and says the same exact stuff, you'll probably listen to it, right? So if your husband's trying to teach you and you're not getting it, take a class. Take a class. You're gonna learn a lot more. Ned Taylor, the Aprilia is a 50cc as it's all I can ride at 16 years old, but the reason I like it is because it looks like a proper sports bike 2-stroke, though, so it will sound odd compared to how it looked. That's perfectly fine, Ned. That sounds badass, bro. Become a patron. You give me a neon pink beard. So, guys, what he's saying is that we need to hit 500 patrons by April, which I think is doable if I do these streams all day, every day. We're able to get 5 so far this stream. Guys, it's only 3 more people at $1 each to become a patron. All it is. $1 each. If you want to become a patron, please click that. Here's the thing. Just click that link. I'm not going to be done streaming until we hit 250. So right now we've been streaming for 1 hour and 36 minutes. So guys, click that. If you haven't already, if you're not a patron already, or if you haven't clicked it and checked it out yet, click it, check it out, leave the stream, come back, whether you signed up or not, see what's there. See what's there, see what you get. For $1, you get a bunch of perks. $5, you get a ton of perks. $20, you get a lot more perks and all the other perks before that. And then we actually have 2 legends. We have 2 legends. I never thought that would happen, but it did. Let me make sure this viewer count is working right. Come on now. We have 32 people. Let's refresh this. There we go. It says 30 now. Wonderful. We're just still doing good. Still doing good. After this, I'm going to head off and I'm going to edit some videos, guys. I'm going to edit some videos. Well, looks like we got some new members. Aris on the Discord and Minarix786 on the Discord. Yeah, boys. Hey Dan, what's up? Just tuned in. I really like the Honda Rebel and I'm considering to get one as my first bike, but I need your opinion if the 300 is good enough for the suburbs/urban area. So are you planning on riding from the suburbs to town? In the urban area, it's going to be perfect. Inside the neighborhoods, it's going to be perfect. That distance between both depends on what kind of if you're taking highway, interstate. If it's just like a 35 to 45 mile an hour road all the way to where you need to go, then that's a perfect bike. You're going to love it. The Honda Rebel 500 is just as good it's just as small for the in-town and the suburbs area, but it's going to give you that little extra boost on the interstate. But if the 300 is all you can get, you're going to have a lot of fun. So if you plan on going 70 to 90 miles an hour on the interstate between the suburbs and the urban area, you might need to get something a little bit bigger. I think the max you'll probably get is 70 out of the 300, maybe. I think I hit 90. Howie's max between 45 and 60. So you'll be good around that 50 to 55 mark. 60 might be pushing it, but you should be pretty good. You'll love it. You'll love the 300. There's actually a website now, an American-made. They have crash bars and stuff like that for the Honda Rebel 500, Honda Rebel 300. It's actually called the CMX. That's the thing the CMX. The CMX 300 or CMX 500. They actually don't even call it on the Honda Rebel on their website, which is weird. Or like when you look up parts. So look up CMX if you have an issue. Guys, we're at 247 patrons. You guys give me your questions. Yeah, definitely check the website out, man. Check out if you have any questions, please answer them here. That's why it says up there, it says ask your questions. The first 10-15 minutes we talked about 10 things I wish I knew about beginner riding 8 years ago, because 8 years ago is when I first started riding. So if you want to have the updated part of that, you're going to have to rewind. But you guys, if you want, I could do a recap. Would you like me to do a recap of the 10 things? If so, please type in a thumbs up. Do an emoji thumbs up. I want to see some emoji stuff. You guys have been kind of quiet. Thanks for the quiet support. Appreciate it, but I can't answer questions if you guys don't have any questions. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a recap. All right, Timothy wants me to do a recap. Here we go. Let me get back to it. Here's the cool thing is that I'm able to do all these things on the website and live streams, and I don't have to focus on writing at the same time. So that's kind of why I like to do it. And do it. You can do it. All right. Here we go, everybody. We're going to do a recap. I'm going to try to make it as DJE as possible. If during the recap we hit patrons, I will get distracted and I will start going crazy for the patrons, but I'll try to jump back in, okay? All right. Patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. So anyways, first of all, you need to make a commitment. So you need to set a goal, make it a commitment. That could be for anything. It's not just motorcycles. It's for anything. Thank you, Mary Morency, for subscribing on YouTube. So what you need to do is you need to make a commitment. You need to set a goal. So set a goal for, let's say I want to start riding by summer. Let's say May 1st. I said that as an example as last time, but May 1st I want to start riding. Okay, so May 1st I said that's when I'm going to go get a bike. That's I have until May 1st to set up my budget. I want to get my bike. Dan, I don't know how I get. Oh, if you want to get super cool, you have to be a legend. Oh wait, you are DDFM legend. So, anyways, you set a goal, you do your thing. May 1st is when I want to do it. Okay, so before May 1st, I need to go take a motorcycle training course. I don't know how to ride. So go out and find a motorcycle training course like Ride Arizona MTC out here in Phoenix and Tucson, Sierra Vista, Casa Grande. Make sure you sign up for a class. The BRC1 is the very first beginner class. You don't need a motorcycle. Most places will provide you a helmet and gloves. All you have to do is bring is a closed-toed shoes. You have to take a long sleeve shirt and maybe pants. Here, 1 second. Sorry, I'm screaming. Love you. I'll see you soon. This is my niece. So pretty. How'd I get so cool? So take a training course that you'll have access to a motorcycle. And if you take the class and you're like, man, this is not for me. Like you go finish the whole class and you're like, I do not want to ride a motorcycle. Well, guess what? You spent $250 instead of like $5,000 on a motorcycle, right? So it's better to figure that out. So let's say you liked it. Let's say you took the class, you liked it. Now you need to go get yourself a motorcycle, right? So get yourself a motorcycle that you like. We talked about a few of the things on how to set up your own motorcycle and like what is it you want to get. Can you flat-footed, the ergonomics, all that stuff. That's all important and all, but let's say you went out and you did all of the research, you got a motorcycle, boom, you're going to buy one. Cool. Now, let's say the motorcycle costs, this is number 4. So let's say the motorcycle costs like $4,000. Budget yourself an extra $500 to $1,000 for gear. So this is number 4, get geared up. Get yourself gear. So budget for the motorcycle, but budget for the gear itself too. You wouldn't say, hey, I'll buy this car for $4,000. I know it's cost $5,000, but can we cut out the seatbelts? Can we cut out the airbags? And will you sell it to me for $4,000? They don't do that. You get all the protection with the vehicle, with the car. Hopefully it has airbags. Hopefully they didn't cut them out already. But with motorcycle, you don't get that. So you have to buy that on the side. And so you should budget that when you buy the motorcycle. So budget that, get a helmet, pants, jacket, gloves, boots, motorcycle rated with armor, abrasion resistance, everything. Okay? So don't buy a motorcycle unless you have some gear. That's what I'm saying. It's the stuff that I wish I actually, like the stuff that I wish that I knew. Because back then it took me like 2-3 years to finally get all the gear. And I'm lucky nothing happened. Number 5, find a mentor and use the buddy system. So a mentor is somebody that is actually going to not screw you over. It's going to be somebody that's not going to take you out on Mount Lemon the first time you've ever been riding and say, keep up with me. It's going to hopefully be somebody that is safety oriented. So how about this? Take me as a mentor. There you go. Boom. I'll tell you what to do. But you need to have a buddy system. You need to go out and you need to ride. And if you're going to ride with somebody. Because if something does happen, maybe your phone got crushed during whatever incident that happened, or maybe your phone doesn't work. So have a buddy system. If that just means having your wife follow you, you have a great wife if she does that. She follows you in her car, and be like, can I just go for a 10-minute ride? Can you follow? I'm a little bit nervous. Hopefully she supports you in that. Yeah, the one you bought, Chris Bailey, is. I wish I had known that the training class had loaner helmets. The one I bought just for the class was a waste of money. Yeah, and that's the problem, is that once you wear it and you're out and about and you wear it and you sit on a bike or do anything like that, you can't return it. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely use one of their helmets if you are just testing the waters. So yeah, use the buddy system for that. Find a mentor. I could be your mentor for $1 a month. Just kidding. I'll be your mentor. Ask me any questions and stuff. Patreon.com. Rack up some miles in practice. Now, you can rack up 10,000 miles and be practicing really crappy techniques. So that's the point of taking the motorcycle training course, is to learn the proper skills the right way, and then you spend the 10,000 miles, the 5,000 miles, 2,000, however many miles of practice, but you're practicing it the right way. So definitely practice, rack up some miles so you get some experience. Experience does help out, especially in this line of hobby-ish stuffs. See, Dan, you have a great wife then. Dan, you have a great wife. Your wife followed you for a couple times. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, it's safety, right? It's like, I want to go learn, I want to practice. Can you please do it? Just to be safe. Yeah, sure. And there you go. Number 7, plan on some setbacks. You might have a bad day training. Like one day I feel really confident, next day I feel like crap. One day you feel really good and you can go ride. Next day you found a nail in your tire. It's not deflated, but what do? Got to get that out. Pull it out. You lose air. Uh-oh. You got to patch it. You either got to patch it or you have to get it towed or take it to the dealer or change out the tire yourself. So there's going to be some setbacks. Motorcycles are a little funky. Mental setbacks can be a little funky too, like I said. Some days you'll have a good day, some days you won't. Number 8, gear up for a long ride, both you and your bike. So that means figure out how your bike handles gear on it. Figure out how you handle with gear on yourself, because a lot of people just go out for a joyride, don't even have a backpack. They're just kind of riding with full gear, helmet and all that stuff, protective gear, and just riding for like an hour and come back. Now let's pretend, hey, you're gonna go for a long ride. Put a backpack on you. Put saddlebags or put a tank bag or something, and see how that affects you. Stay in town still. And you'd be like, wow, this is not comfortable. So you're going to find out what's comfy and what's not. Because number 9, you're going to do your first overnight trip. So do an overnight trip when you're a beginner, just so you can get that feel and that, like, I'm out here on my own. It's a great experience to have. You're going to find out some things about yourself. And then number 10, have fun and call yourself a motorcycle rider. Because if you made it to number 10, you've already been doing this. You've been doing this for a while. You've got some experience. You racked up some miles. Maybe you've had a setback. You did a long ride, stayed overnight. You're a rider. You're a motorcycle rider. Boom, boom. That is the 10 motorcycle tips I wish I knew 8 years ago. All recapped in a nutshell. I did the first 15, 20 minutes talking about this, but we just did a quick recap. Thank you so much. We've been streaming for an hour and 48 minutes and 55 seconds. And the goal now is to get you guys to swing on over to patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. If you like what I do, if you like the content that I give you, if you like the audio, if you like the fact that this is good audio, is that I invested the Patreon money into having good audio so you can sit around for a long time and listen to my voice and not be upset with the fact that it's all screechy, scratchy, echoey, and all that stuff. So hopefully I'm doing okay with that. On top of that, I'm making 3 videos a week, close to 5 live streams a week. I got a second channel with Matt that usually makes 4 videos plus a live stream a week. I'm trying to invest absolutely everything back into you guys. All right. You can, Joshua. You can actually put saddlebags on a sport bike. They actually make those. They're usually universal saddlebags that attach with a seat. Dan Shea says, I learned by watching you. Hopefully that was a quote from your wife saying she watched you and she rides with you now. But if you learn by watching me, that's perfectly fine too. I've even had a buddy in a car follow me around. It helped me not worry about someone rear-ending me. Yes, and that's one thing I did for a couple of people that were stranded on their motorcycles 2 weeks ago, right after class on a Sunday. One of their shifter little pegs, it flew off. So we tried to figure. I stopped and I saw them on the side of the road. So we tried to figure out. So they're just gonna ride to the store, the Ace Hardware, right down the street. But I told them, hey, I'll be behind you. Go as slow or fast as you want. It's a 45-mile road. I think they went 35 because they just didn't want it. she didn't want to shift into like third or fourth or whatever. I don't know what it was. And I just stayed behind him. It was only for like 2-3 miles, and I had my hazard lights on. So it's always good to have car drivers that are motorcyclists for stuff like that. Movie quote. Oh, there you go. Movie quotes are the best. Yeah. I'm not sure I'd be able to put saddlebags. Yeah, you can. Joshua, there's saddlebags out there. I've been getting my first motorcycle next week. Emilio, buds, Emilio. He's getting his first bike next week. Congrats, man. Michael Crowder, never ride angry. WayWardRebelAce says, never ride angry. I agree with that. Don't ride angry. It's terrible. You can actually ride worse. At least settle down enough to where something might be bothering you, but you can ride with a calm head. Finally above 65 degrees tomorrow, but wind is 20-30 miles per hour. It's going to be rough. That sounds terrible. 60 degrees sounds great, but the miles per hour it sounds terrible. But yes, everybody swing on by. Might have to just... Guys, I don't know. We might have to call it at 247, right? Goal is to hit 250 total patrons on this stream. The goal is to hit 250 patrons on this stream. If we could just get 3 people with $1 each to go to patreon.com, make it happen. You get your name blasted all over the front. You get a bunch of cool stuff. So swing by, support the channel if you'd like to. That'd be great. So Dan Shea, what's the most wind you feel comfortable riding in? I've actually ridden in some insane wind after a Tough Mudder. Okay, so Tough Mudder is 13 miles roughly of crazy running, obstacles and everything. I did it, and I had to ride home. And this was back when I had my Cafe Sportster. And I went riding, and it was this massive side wind. Huge. Like, I was leaned over just so I can go straight. I was not comfortable with that. I had to do it, though. So what I did was I would do about 30 minutes of, like, trying my absolute hardest to stay in line, and I gave myself a 30-minute break. Like, I did 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off so I can recover. I had to get home. Time wasn't really of the essence, so I took my time. Now, it's one of those things that you want to take your time. If it gets so bad to where it's like, man, I just cannot do that, find a place to relax and hope. And you know what? If you have to get somewhere, sorry, you might not get there. If you want to get there and try to do it, and you're going to find out how dangerous that might be, good luck. So basically, it's whatever you're comfortable with. And for me, I think it was like 30 to 40 miles per hour side wind for me. And it was tough. And the reason why I bring up the Tough Mudder is because I was already exhausted physically. Professor X, what are your opinions on riding all seasons? So all seasons, so that's, the 4 seasons. What is it? Summer, fall, winter, spring. You definitely have to get different gears. Not gears. I mean, you have to get different gear. You don't need to get a winter clutch, summer clutch. You know what I mean? So what you want to do is wind during the winter sucks. Wind during the summer is great because at least you're going to get airflow, right? But you're definitely going to have to get different types of gears, some that will allow airflow, some that won't. Certain places are a little bit more wet than the other places. So you might have to get rain gear also. So if you're going to ride all season, you really can't have one gear to rule them all. That was Lord of the Rings, Dan. That was a movie quote. Something like that. The helmet can Emilio Hernandez just plays on Patreon. Oh, yeah, please ticket. Thank you so much. Appreciate the patronage. I think we're at 248. We just need 2 more. Just 2 more. That's it. Please, I have to pee really bad. I have to pee, and I can't get off the stream until we hit 250. I've been drinking a lot of water. You guys are making it difficult for me. Come on now. So you're going to definitely... Yeah, see, rain is evil and snow is the devil. Exactly, Joshua says. Just imagine being outside and it's cold. Now imagine you are creating a whatever mile per hour wind. You're riding 12 miles per hour. Guess what? That's 12 miles per hour wind hitting you. So imagine 20 degrees with 12-mile-per-hour wind. Imagine, and you're not going 12 ever. You're going like 40. So now you created your own 40-mile-an-hour wind, unless you have a windscreen. So that might be an issue. And I see Dan Shea. He has a collapsible fender. I can fit 5 6-packs. Oh, damn, boys! Holy crap! Yeah, I got saddlebags. So I can fit. I think when I did my saddlebag review, I put how many cans of beer can this saddlebag have, and I think I was able to fit 2 6-packs and like 2 tall cans. I don't want to take a minute, Dan. See, here's the thing: is that we need to hit either 250 patrons. We need to hit 250 patrons, or I am just going to have to hold it and possibly get a bladder infection, and the UTIs really suck. So that's not going to be good. But here's the thing: I'll do it. All right, so Midnight Marauder, Honda Shadow Phantom as a starter bike. Let's double check. I want to double check that it sounds very familiar. Honda Shadows are great bikes for beginners, but I want to double check the Phantom. I think the Phantom's the all black, correct? Because there's the Arrow. Okay, so the Phantom, yeah, there's the Arrow and then the Phantom. Yeah, it's a great bike. I actually talked about that and the Arrow as one of the best beginner bikes out there. You're going to like the 745cc V-twin, also blackened out, with a throaty exhaust. Always makes a big entrance. So you're going to like that. Trust me, it's a good bike for beginner because it's relatively inexpensive. So starting brand new, $7,899 with the destination charge of $380. It's a great looking cruiser as is. Honestly, you're not going to really need anything else. It's fuel injected, so you don't have to worry about the carburetor or anything like that. And it's understandably bold. The Phantom's black engine, frame, rims, and handlebar, all ever so perfectly accented with matte black accents, definitely help give it a vibe that demands attention. Isn't that insane? Let's see. A chamber pot is a terrific solution. Oh my gosh. I think these young kids don't know what a chamber pot is. Sorry. If you don't know what a chamber pot is, Google it. Google how to get rid of back in the old days, how they used to do that. Let's look at specs. While we're here, let's just look at specs. Let's answer this guy's question, Midnight Marauder. All right, I wonder if I should read it like in my DJ voice. Now that I have this mic, I feel like I can totally pull off a DJ voice. All right, so everybody, we are talking about the 2019 Shadow Phantom from Honda. It is a 745cc liquid-cooled 52-degree V-twin. I gotta breathe outside the mic. Okay. It's a wide ratio 5-speed transmission. So if you're ever gonna have to go on the interstate with a 5-speed, obviously you're gonna be in the 5th gear. So with a 745cc liquid-cooled 52-degree V-twin with a 5th speed, you might be getting closer and closer to the red line, going 60 to 80 miles an hour. But here's the thing. You should be fine. I did it with the Honda Rebel 500. Damn it, I can't quit my day job? All right, fine, whatever. Seat height, 25.8 inches. 25.8 inches, that's really good. The front tire is 17, the rear tire is a 15. So my rear tire on my Sportster is a 16, my front tire is a 19. It's not going to be that much of a difference there. No, Chris, whatever. You said I couldn't do that. You said I couldn't do it. Whatever. Ugh. Fuel capacity, 3.7 gallons, including a 0.9 gallon reserve. So with the math, that's a 4.6 gallon tank, correct? What was I going to say? Oh, curb weight, 549 pounds. So it still needs the required fluids and full tank of fuel. Okay. There you go. I had to read that. Miles per gallon, 56 mpg. Oh my gosh. Honda's fuel economy estimates are based on EPA exhaust emission measurement test procedures and are intended for comparison purposes only. 2617, is that correct for the date? So 2617, that's the 26th week of 2017. So what's the 26th week? If you let me look that up. 26th week of 2017. That is June 30th. So June 25th to June 30th is when your tires were born. So you should still be good. If you are on a cruiser, your cruiser tires usually last about 5 years, and that's 5 years of, I think, riding. So if you ride almost every day and you don't put on a ton of miles, it should last around 5 years lifespan. But obviously you can run them pretty hard and they'll last a year, anywhere like 2-3 years because of the wear bars and damage themselves. But yeah, the 2617. I mean, the week of the 26th in the year 2017. So if you find one that says 5017, that's the 50. That's like December, right? The last 2 weeks of December. So yeah, that looks right. Thank you for even saying that, because that will allow people to look at their bikes and not be confused about anything over 12. You know what I mean? Midnight Marauder, this is why you come to me, guys. I have to pee really bad. So we have the stream goal of 250 patrons. Now, we've been streaming for 2 hours and 2 minutes just right now. I've recapped the 10 tips twice, so that's a total of 3 times. We're not leaving. We're not leaving until we hit 2 more patrons. So that's $1. $1 a month. So just $1. So if you sign up for $1, we'll hit 249. Let's say your best friend signs up for $1, we'll hit 250, and then I can go pee. So that's very important, guys. It's very important because I've been drinking a lot of water. I've been trying to eat healthier and drinking these waters. So guys, if you would like to allow me to go to the bathroom, please, 2 of you, for $1 each, swing on over to patreon.com. Leave the stream now. Go ahead and do it. And then they'll let me pee. So I was told by Harley they only last 10,000 to 15,000 miles. So it really depends. The front tire, I'm assuming, Dan, that you got the Michelin Scorchers 2s or the Harley version of it, which is basically the same. That's kind of the standard motorcycle tire that come off OEM. And that's what I have because I like them. So my front tire, your front... Oh, whoa, wait. What happened? Why is it so big? Why is it so big? That's what she said. What did I miss? It says you don't. Why is it so different? Why is it so different? I'm going to read it right now because I can read it. Timothy Abney donated $20. Keep up the great work, dude. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Why was it all funky looking? Let me replay. It's still funky looking. Why? What happened? All right, I'm going to my Streamlabs. Thank you so much for tipping. Guys, what he did is he went down below and where it says 2-tip DDFM, was that? It's not parentheses. That's a colon, www.streamlabs.com/DanDanTheFireman. He went down and tipped down there. Now his name's on the bottom. Thank you so much. I'm going to change. I think the widgets got all messed up. Stupid little widgets. So donations. Okay. Why? No, it should have worked. It should have worked. All right, I'm gonna try to make it work better. All right, so let's go to the alert box. Let's refresh the settings. Let's refresh it, and I'm gonna replay it. It's been working for everybody else. It's gotta work for that right there. Yeah, for $1 a month, you can allow somebody. Oh, it's still not doing it. That was me. That was him. That was me again. All right. Well, thank you, Timothy. I appreciate it. I'm sorry you didn't get the woo. You're gonna get the woo from here. So let me just do this real quick. Let's do this. No, other side. Let's do this. Woo, boys! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Dan, man, see, here's the things you gotta give me a pee, man. So, Dan, to answer that question with the 10,000 to 1,500 or 15,000 miles, your front tire will last twice as long as your rear tire. That's just how it works. And my front tire on the Michelin Scorchers lasted 19,000 miles. And so 19,000 miles. My rear tire lasted about 9 to 10,000 miles. That's kind of how it goes. So if you're getting a good one, a good set of tires, they should last you a while. But if it takes you 8 years to hit those 10 to 19,000 miles, the thing that came up first is the born on date. So after 5 years, even if you didn't hit the 10 to 19,000 miles, you want to start looking into getting it replaced, because at the end of the day, your tires have lasted you 5 years. So you want to get it replaced because all the compounds will mess up. Yeah, join the Discord. Yeah, so Michael Crowder, that's WayWardRebelAce on the Discord. He has a Honda Shadow, and if you have any questions, there's a ton of people on the Discord that do have Honda Shadows, and they can answer any and all of your questions, and they can post pictures of their bikes and help you out. That's the cool thing about the Discord. We have 1,000 members in there. So chat with other DDFM writers. I posted the link right there, rebrand.ly DDFM chat. Once I become a Discord partner, I can actually not have to worry about the rebrandly thing. Oh, we got. See, I'm looking at my phone. Here's the cool thing about my phone and Discord is that Carrie, you posted on my creator page, so I'll get to you as soon as the stream's over. Stephen Harrison replied to my comment. Thank you. Patreon, my recent lens clip has gotten 26 views and 1 comment. So let's see. Casey Ruskowitalski says, finally good rising weather in Phoenix. It's been the worst winter in years. Let me reply to him. So this is the cool thing, guys. If you go out and you comment on the stuff, I can actually reply to you. Dude, it was snowing. There's still snow on Mount Lemmon up here, and it's my dress. Just kidding. I'm doing a live stream right now, so thank you for responding. Hopefully you enjoyed today's weather. It was really crisp. At least down here in Tucson, it just was really cold. Boom, boom, boom. It was snow. Yeah, so 223 people are currently on Discord. We have 1,000 members, but we usually have 200 to 300 people on at a time. So please join up. And what I just did was I created a Snapchat type story thing. It's called a Patron Lens, and that's open to all patrons. So for $1 a month, you get access to behind the scenes stuff like that. You can ask me questions, I'll answer them on that too. So that's a great way to get a hold of that. So please, guys, I gotta pee. Patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. I'm streaming until we get to 250. We're at 248. That's 2 people at $1 a month. And you could always just sign up and then get off. It's just so I can go pee. I keep drinking the water like it's like I don't have to pee. Just so since there's 32 of you still here, since there's a bunch of you still here, I want to tell you guys what Monday's topic is. Do you want to know what Monday's topic is? The video is already done. It's already on my YouTubes, and it's ready to be scheduled to go live at 3 p.m. Or no, I think 4 p.m. Let me double check. 4 p.m. February 25th, 2019 at 4 p.m. Arizona Standard Time. So the topic, since you guys want to know, since you guys brought it up, and you're asking me, and you're just twisting my dang arm, the topic is 6 idiot-proof steps for safe motorcycle riding. The thumbnail is actually pretty funny. I liked it. I like the thumbnail. So, if we hit 2 more patrons, I'll go over the topic itself. I'll do the video right now, live, for 2 more patrons. I gotta pee so bad. So, let me find it. 6 idiot steps. Oh, did I erase it? No, I didn't erase it. Let me find it for you. 2 more patrons. The topic is, once again, 6 idiot-proof steps for safe motorcycle riding. All right, let's see. Safe motorcycle riding. Let's see. I swear. Let's see. Is this it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Ashley Shea. That's a wonderful name. Ashley, you must be related to Dan. Thank you so much for pledging to Patreons. Thank you for following him in your car. Thank you for following him in your car while he was trying to ride and be safe. So here's a shout out to Ashley for being an amazing wife, keeping Dan safe on the bike. We're at 249 out of 500. I don't want to, Michael. Michael, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick to my guns, and I will stream until we hit 250. Can you just use a motorcycle as an everyday use than having a car? Yes, Alejandro Benavides. Yes, you can. There's many people out there that do it, and there's many people out there that have a car, but they choose to ride their motorcycle every day to work and back all the time. So it's definitely doable. Jason Previlian, I passed the MSF course this Friday. You boy! Congrats! Everybody say congrats to Jason. Everyone say congrats to Ashley for becoming cool, just like Dan. Just because she's a DDFM crew member now, but she's always cool. Anyways, Midnight Marauder, leather or textile? So leather has way higher abrasion resistance than textile. Textiles are getting closer and closer, but they're still a little bit below. Leather, you're going to have really good wind resistance, but that also leads to you being overheated quicker. And it's not, you have to treat it before you take it out in the rain because leather can shrink and it can get damaged in the rain. So leather's really good. It's a great option. It doesn't stretch as well as textile. Textile, you have more options to make it stretch and everything. The chair doesn't want to cover. Sorry, the chair says it's not going to do it. Textile, I have textile because I'm able to adjust a bunch of different areas. It does have really good abrasion resistance where it needs to be, and it has good impact resistance. So it's really depending on price and how you want to look. You can get perforated leather so that it has the holes in it, so it can allow airflow, but that only does so much. Yeah, groceries do become difficult. They really do. Guys, we're at 249. 249. We just need to get one more person. Just one more person to go to patreon.com. Congrats, boys. My dad doesn't think I could ride a bike 24/7, 365 through snowy winters. Would you agree? I definitely think you could, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's more comfortable in a car. You definitely could. Snowy days can be a little bit fun and scary at the same time, but you definitely could. There's going to be times where it's like, I need a vehicle. Like if you ever need to carry anything bigger than what your motorcycle can handle. So I know when you pick up food and drive through, but no cup holders for the drinks in the motorcycle. That's true. Yeah, I've never actually. Here's one of those things is that if I'm out riding and I get to the point where I'm hungry, that means I've been riding for a while. So if I've been riding for a while and I get hungry, I just stop in. I eat there. It's easier that way. Munch that crap down, take off, leave. That's what I do. I ride every day I'm home. Yeah, because you drive this big ass truck that I bet you're tired of being enclosed, and you gotta get that bike in you. Now saying. Let me refresh this. Refresh the Patreon account. So you're saying I can't move my friend's couch on my bike? No, Midnight, you can't unless you attach it to the rear of the bike and you haul ass and he's sitting on it and make a video of it so I can watch it. That's the only time you can do it. I'm seriously trying to find. I think I might have deleted. Oh, I can go pee. Oh, Jason. I can go pee now. Jason Previon. He pledged on Patreon. Send me your picture so I can put you on the DDFM crew wall. And you have access. Oh, shimmy. Oh, man. Shimmy Lim. Shimmy Lim. Just became a patron. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, I can go pee. All right. Oh, my gosh. You guys are amazing. I think we're at 251. I wanted to say 251 before I leave. 1 second. 1 second. Challenge accepted on the couch. Yes. I don't know if I'm going to take a golden shower, Joshua. That's pretty gross. I think I'm just going to go to the bathroom. Thank you, Jason, for saving. Thank you. Honestly, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody that is supporting. It's not just so I can go to the bathroom, guys. You're gonna get a lot. So Shimmy, Jason, Ashley, Dan Shay's wife. Thank you. You're awesome for keeping them safe too. Emilio, thank you. Leonardo, thank you. Kidsman, Stewart, Carrie, Evelyn or Evelix. I know you changed your name, so I don't remember the name. Thank you for becoming patrons during the stream. That is amazing. 251. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. So Dara, I'm gonna answer this question. I'll answer 3 total questions before I leave. I know I said I'll leave at 251 or 250, but I want to answer some questions. I don't want to leave on the 250. So first question is AGV AX9 quiet. Now I personally never worked with that one. AGV AX-9. Let's see. That looks quiet, and honestly, that's a badass helmet, guys. That is a badass helmet. That's kind of like mine. It has a bigger front vent though. It's cheaper. It's way cheaper than my helmet. I like how it has 3 shell sizes. So you don't want to get like if you have like a small head, you don't want to have like a 2XL shell that has a bunch of padding because it just looks giant. So I like how they have 3 different sizes. It's pin lock visor. That's good. Quietness though. Let's see. So that's very subjective because a lot of people ride with headphones or earplugs in. If it's to the point where so it's DOT and EC, that's good. So there is a review that REVZILLA did talk about it, but this is something that you might want to ask in the DDFM chat because that's more of like you have experience with it than you know. You can't really tell by looking at the helmet. I like the white. The white looks sick, boys. I'm trying to look at the vents. So the front vent looks obvious. It's obvious that you can close it. I like the wide range of view. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it, man. What'd you finally get? What'd you finally get, yo? DD joined the Discord. So guys, here's the thing. The Discord is absolutely free. So even if you don't want to, or if you can't do anything on Patreon, that's perfectly fine. Just come here, watch the videos, have fun with that. But the chat is perfectly free. So I wouldn't know about the AGV AX9 if it's quiet, but I heard AGVs are very quiet. Usually when you get to that level, they become quiet. What's up, Ben? What's up, Ben? Yeah, boy. Oh, Gabe Gaza, boy. Gabe Gaza pledged $5 on Patreon, boy. Ooh, yeah. Dig it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Woo! Guys, remember, you have perks. You get perks when you sign up. So for those that have been signing up during this, please get yourself those perks as part of it. And now if you want to just do it in support and not really worry about the perks and stuff, perfectly fine. You don't have to. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. I can't find the 6 idiot-proof tips that I wrote down. I must have deleted it, which is very bad. So I'm going to go over it again, and I'll have to do it. But let's... Sundays is 6 idiot-proof stuffs. You know what, guys? If we hit one more Patreon, whether it's $1 or not, I'll make that video unlisted, and I'll put it in the chat so you guys can watch it after you get off. How's that? Just kidding. But no, I will. Yeah, I will do that. You know what? Screw it. I'll just do it anyways. I'll do it anyways. We hit 252. That's way over our goal. So, guys, don't leave yet. I'm going to make this video unlisted. Okay? I'm going to make it unlisted for tonight. Tonight only. So you get to watch the video. You get to watch this video ahead of time. Before Monday. Since you guys are all here. I know I got to pee. I got to answer 2 more questions, though. This is kind of like the time my coworker was pregnant and I kept her talking just to see how long she would wait to say, sorry, I really got to go pee. So guys, this is early access. And this is because we hit so many patrons. In fact, I'll probably just end it on this. I'll end it on this. So for the next day, so we have it's 8 o'clock roughly my time. So in 4 hours, probably whenever I wake up. This is going to be you're gonna pretend you're a slug. Sometimes I like to I like to do that in the garden though. You get access to this video. This is absolutely before anyone else does. This is usually a $20 perk or a $5 YouTube member perk, but since you guys have been so awesome during the stream, I'll let you guys see it ahead of time, but just for today only, okay? So Professor X, there's the 6 idiot proof steps for safe motorcycle riding. Don't have to click it yet, but the Discord, when I send you this link, it's an invite. So you click the invite and oops, wrong button. You accept it. Oh, dang it, wrong button again. Let's delete that. There we go. So it's an invite only. So you click that button, and it should say you are invited to the firehouse, which is what we got here. You click accept invite. Now, if you don't have a Discord, it's going to ask you to create a Discord, and then if for some reason it disappears on you, just re-click that link, and it'll be good. So Gyro Smoothie, thank you for the chat, man. You got or the becoming so Gyro. I'm gonna tag you in the crew lounge. And I'm going to say welcome. Boom, boom. All Dizun. Taylor91 just joined the Discord. Thank you for joining. I got to pee, guys. I got to pee. What's up, Gabe? Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. We hit way past our goal. Let's refresh that. We're going to refresh it. Yeah, boom, 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 boys. That's awesome. Thank you guys for making this such an amazing, successful stream. I'm going to be heading out. I got to go pee. I'm going to hang out with the family. Okay, Chris Bailey, one last question. Go ahead. Ask that question, bruh. Do it. This is the last question of the night. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 23 minutes now. I just want to say thank you, Timothy. Thank you for all the stuff, too. Appreciate it. Congrats to me. You. Yes, we are still at 2 legends. Yes, Dan Shea and Rosemary are the legends. Chris Bailey's got none. You suck. All right, guys, I'm going to be heading out. I just want to say thank you to all the super chats, all the things. Got some music going. Doon, 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 doon. Boom, we are leaving. So, guys, check out that video. Check out the video I just posted. Here, let me post it again. You guys get to see it early. Check out that video. Click that. You can click that now and leave the chat if you want. Perfectly fine. You can leave this stream. We are done. So 6 idiot-proof steps for safe motorcycle riding is that video. Tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to make it private again. Reyes, everybody, thank you so much for the patronage, the chit-chattiness. You guys are amazing. The next stream, I'm not too sure. I know at minimum I will be streaming Monday. I will be on at least Monday. I know that. All right, guys. Click that link. See you later.